Friday, October 17th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, job losses. TD pulls the plug on Dieppe call center. Your top news headlines just ahead.
And the Saltscapes Nova Scotia Loyal Expo, the always popular annual event, is happening this weekend. We'll find out all about the exhibitors and presentations, taste a little food. That's a bit later on.
Plus, do you have questions about the law? Our legal insider could have the answer. We're launching a brand new segment in our second hour. All that and so much more just ahead on the Friday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, 6:01. If you're just getting up, good morning to you. It's Friday. We're heading into the weekend now. Myself, Crystal, Amanda, Latavia. We're so happy that you're joining us today for a great show. We've got lots of stuff planned. We're going to get off the hop with a delicious recipe from Chef Alain Bossé talking about the Saltscapes Expo.
Oh, so excited. Many people know him as the Kilted Chef.
Yeah.
He'll be joining us later. The Saltscapes is so much fun. Great way to spend the weekend. And then also, too, I'm really excited for the Legal Insider segment. That's new.
That's new. We're going to talk about that in a bit. We'll introduce it to you. It's a segment where you have a chance to ask legal questions. Not giving out free, we're not taking on cases. Yes, the three of us will solve your mysteries. No, that is not what we're doing. But no, it's going to be, it's the weekend. People want to know how to dress for today and then looking forward to the weekend. We like to look ahead into the weekend.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to see a bit of shower activity still tracking across the region. Quite light in its activity, though, for the most part for the Maritime region, but going to see that sprinkle here and there into the weekend as well. We're going to take a look at Halifax. A very dark start to the day yet again over in Argos. Oh, sorry, we're going to change it, actually. We're going to St. John's instead.
You were testing us.
I was hoping in my mind we were going to St. John's, so it worked.
There you go. Look at Crystal switching it up.
Oh, it's a little misty this morning.
Yes, absolutely, and a bit foggy starting off the day as well. Currently 7 degrees in your area. We are going to see a chance of showers and or drizzle for you as well. So keep in mind that wet weather as it tracks along the region into today. You may want to allot some extra time out on your morning commute. As of right now, it is 9 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton, 10 starting off your day in Charlottetown with 9 in Halifax, and 6 degrees starting off your day in Sydney. Over to our satellite and radar. For the most part, it's going to be mainly cloudy skies today. We do have a chance of some showers, low and spotty in its activity expected for the Maritime region. Also going to see some wet weather track across parts of Newfoundland and Labrador today. It's going to be a breezy one as well for the Maritime region. Keep that in mind as well. You may want to layer up. As of right now, we're seeing sustained wind, 33 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 26 into Charlottetown with 24 kilometers per hour in Edmundston, 28 in Yarmouth with 22 in Greenwood and Moncton. Wind gusts getting up to 39 kilometers per hour as of right now in Yarmouth, 31 in both Moncton and Greenwood. I'll have another look at your long-range forecast coming up, but first a look at your local news headlines with Amanda.
Thank you so much, Latavia. TD Bank is closing a major call center in Dieppe. The call center is closing, but TD's office will remain open. TD first announced plans for a new call center in the Greater Moncton area back in May 2017. At the time, the provincial government said the center would create up to 575 full-time jobs. Around $9 million in financial assistance was also provided by the province. A company spokesperson did not provide job loss numbers, saying they are actively working with call center employees to find them opportunities within TD. A police watchdog will now investigate potential police wrongdoing in connection with the wrongful conviction of Glenn Assoon.
I'm an innocent man. I've always been innocent, and I always will be innocent.
Assoon was convicted of killing his ex-girlfriend Brenda Way in 1999 and was acquitted in 2019 after spending 17 years in prison. He then died in 2023 at the age of 67. Alberta's Police Oversight Agency will now begin examining whether police here broke the law when they investigated Way's murder.
We've asked them to focus on allegations that the RCMP of Nova Scotia may have inappropriately destroyed evidence and examine whether any member of the Halifax Regional Police committed any offense, whether it be perjury or otherwise.
It is a 3-year contract with CERT worth nearly $2 million, but Nova Scotia's police watchdog says there's no way to know how long an investigation like this will take. Way's murder has never been solved. Police in Halifax believe there are people who have information that could help solve the case of Donald Jermaine Stevenson, who was murdered in the city 15 years ago. They say the 21-year-old was shot to death inside a North End home on October 16, 2010. Investigators believe a man wearing a skull mask shot Stevenson before fleeing on foot to a nearby silver SUV driven by someone else. Police do not believe this was a random act of violence, and anyone with information about the shooting is asked to contact them. RCMP in Halifax investigating reports of gunshots hitting a home in Lower Sackville. Officers were called to the scene yesterday around 1 a.m. and they later found bullet holes in a home. No one was hurt. RCMP say one witness said they saw a black sedan speeding away from Riverside Drive. New softwood lumber tariffs are adding to uncertainty and shaking the confidence for those in the industry, especially in rural New Brunswick. For example, the Carleton Victoria Forest Products Marketing Board had sales of $4.7 million last year, but is on track for a $3 million reduction this year.
A lot of local businesses here that sell groceries, tires, parts, whatever, are not getting that $3 million less that Carleton Victoria is experiencing right now. So this isn't just an impact on the private woodlot owners. This is an impact on the rural economy of New Brunswick.
Our softwood mills are very efficient, but at the same time, there's no way they can cover a 45% tariff, a cumulative tariff of 45%. So we're very, very concerned where this is going.
In addition to the existing 35% tariff on softwood lumber, a further 10% was added Tuesday. A new 25% duty was also placed on some finished wood products like cabinets and vanities. Another 25% could be added to that industry in the new year. New Brunswick's free radon test kit program has run out of supply since demand has soared.
We started hearing from libraries before noon on Wednesday. So that's less than 24 hours after the program was officially announced. We started hearing that they had exhausted their initial supply.
NB Lung says it's thrilled to see the demand for free testing kits, but also frustrated that some residents were turned away. The charity says once high radon is found, mitigation systems can cost over $3,000. Health experts estimate 1 in 4 homes in New Brunswick has elevated radon levels. Libraries, meantime, are hoping to get more kits next week. You will be paying a little less to fill up at pumps in the Maritimes this morning. In Nova Scotia Zone 1, gas fell by 2.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.35.8 a litre. And diesel slipped by 0.7 cents. The minimum price in the Halifax area now $1.54.8. In Prince Edward Island, gas fell by 2.8 cents. The minimum price now $1.43.9 a litre, and diesel fell by 0.5 cent. The minimum price now $1.60.8. And in New Brunswick, gas fell by 1.2 cents. The maximum price $1.49 a litre, and diesel slipped by 0.5 cent. The maximum price $1.70.2. Finally, the Best in Local was celebrated in Halifax last night. That's the Big Sing, leading the crowd through a song, a Joel Plaskett song. Last night marked the 12th annual Best of Local Gala. The event is a celebration of Nova Scotia's finest from food, drink, and entertainment, and all proceeds from the gala go towards supporting Autism Nova Scotia's summer camp programming.
We're specifically raising money tonight, though, to send children to camp. Our camp programs across the province are one of a kind, where we offer one-to-one inclusive support so that every child has the opportunity to come to camp and have an incredible summer experience.
And also, too, some familiar faces there last night. I was so happy to MC.
Who is that?
I don't know, but she's gorgeous.
She absolutely is.
Yeah, I was super happy to return as MC. It was my 4th night returning as MC for this event. I cannot say enough good things about Autism Nova Scotia and the work that they do to change the lives of individuals and families right across the province. And by the way, Autism Nova Scotia was formed in 2002. and has since raised thousands of dollars through events like this to support their programming and cause. But amazing food as well. Chef Rob McIsaac.
Oh, we love him.
Oh my gosh, he's a delightful person. He's been on the show here before, but he also served the meal. I mean, they're serving a huge crowd of people. Amazing food, just a beautiful evening, and I was just so happy to be a small part of it.
Well, great. I'll go brew you an extra cup of coffee this morning, Amanda. I know you're up a little bit past your bedtime.
Thank you. We gave away some tickets too from the Air Canada Foundation. So someone went away with 2 return tickets.
Well, that's great. That is great. You can win right now. Your morning just got a whole lot richer because we're giving away a staggering $20,000. And guess what? It's time for today's code word, last code word of the week. It's Friday. The perfect word. And so all you have to do is go to our website, just the top right-hand corner, you'll see a little contest tab, or scan the QR code that's going to pop up on your screen in a second. And all you have to do, put the word Friday in there, and you're entered to win. Now, next week, I believe, is the last week of the contest. Woo! So we'll have a new code word on Monday. So next week, you'll have 5 more chances to win. And then that's it. Then we're going to draw the big winner.
Ooh, that's going to be so exciting.
Cannot wait to announce that.
Can't wait. A lot of people can't wait for the weekend. Coming up next, we'll have a first look at your national and international news headlines on this Friday. Jays fans, tired but very happy.
Oh my. It was a late game.
A late game. Very happy this morning. And also, too, Latavia will have a look at the local forecast when we return. It's quiet on Argyle Street this morning in downtown Halifax. Likely won't be Saturday night. That's a busy spot to be. We'll be right back after this break. It's 6:11.
Good morning, Atlantic, Canada. Happy Friday. Time now is 6:14. Taking a live look at Moncton. 9 degrees starting off your day, and we do have a chance of showers expected in your area and across parts of the region today. Weather is brought to you by ALC.ca, and not a bad start to the day. Much warmer than we saw even yesterday morning. As of right now, 8 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton as well as into Halifax, with 10 degrees currently in Charlottetown, 11 starting off your day in Sydney, 2 degrees over in Labrador City, 5 starting off your day in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and 7 degrees over in St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. We do have a bit of fog for parts of the region early this morning that will dissipate a bit later. Mainly cloudy skies for the Maritimes starting off your day, as well as a chance of some scattered showers for parts of New Brunswick, as well as Prince Edward Island. For Nova Scotia, looking at a chance of some isolated showers throughout the day today. And then for Labrador, looking at a few showers and or flurries starting off your day, transitioning over to showers into the afternoon. And for Newfoundland, looking at periods of showers and or drizzle throughout your day as well. This wet weather will stick around into the evening, quite light and low in its activity though, so keep that in mind. But we are expecting that precipitation to slowly clear out for much of Saturday, but we are going to see some lingering isolated showers sticking around. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, really light today, only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for parts of all 3 maritime provinces. Getting the heaviest in parts of Labrador, 10 to 20 millimeters expected. And for Newfoundland, only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters as well. For our forecast today for New Brunswick, looking at mainly cloudy skies with a chance of some showers moving in for parts of the province today. Daytime highs will range from 11 to 14 degrees, being the warmest into Fredericton and Grand Manan. Wind picking up out of the north again today, 20 gusting to 40 kilometers per hour. Daytime highs for Prince Edward Island, 12 to 13 degrees, mainly cloudy skies. Also seeing a chance of some scattered showers throughout the day. And same thing goes for Cape Breton, eastern mainland Nova Scotia, but seeing sunshine early this morning, then increasing cloudiness, a chance of some isolated showers tracking across this part of the province with highs between 12 to 14 degrees. And then for the rest of Nova Scotia, same thing, but we're looking at mainly cloudy skies, isolated showers throughout the day with highs between 13 to 16 degrees being the warmest into Shelburne. Over to Newfoundland and Labrador, we are going to see a chance of some showers and or flurries starting off the day, transitioning over to a chance of showers into the afternoon. A high of 5 degrees over in Labrador City with 10 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland, A chance of showers expected throughout the day today. Into Saturday's forecast, we're going to start to see some sunshine, so that cloud cover starts to break down for parts of New Brunswick. Other than that, mainly cloudy skies yet again with a chance of showers for parts of both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. Also seeing a chance of showers remain for parts of Labrador. Into our forecast for Sunday, temperatures continue to warm up. We'll start to see that cloud coverage break down even further, so a mix of sun and cloud for parts of the Maritime region. Still seeing lingering showers expected for parts of the Maritimes as well as into Labrador as well. That's a look at your weather forecast. We'll throw things over to Amanda for your national and international news headlines.
Thank you, Latavia. Time is 6:17. Music fans are in shock this morning after hearing that legendary Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley died in New Jersey at the age of 74. The co-founder of the rock group was injured in a fall last month in his studio. This month, he pulled out of remaining dates on his calendar due to medical issues. Frehley wrote a series of songs for Kiss, including Shock Me and Talk to Me. He played on 9 studio albums and 2 live discs. Frehley was affectionately known as the Spaceman. The Canadian passport has overtaken its American counterpart in a passport power ranking. The Henley Passport Index ranks Canada 9th for how many countries Canadians can access without applying for a visa. The U.S. passport is in 12th place, knocked out of the top 10 for the first time. Singapore sits at number 1. Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in our region and across North America, but experts are sounding the alarm on the number of injuries. CTV's Alex Carpa has more on what to watch out for.
The sport of pickleball is a hit with Canadians and is growing in popularity.
Fell in love with it instantly.
Tony Scavarelli has been playing for 3 years. He likes it so much, he became an instructor.
Pickleball is probably one of the best sports for you physically and mentally.
But as the sport's popularity grows, so too do the number of injuries. In addition to the regular knee and shoulder pains, a new study from the Journal of the American Medical Association finds that pickleball-related eye injuries have increased over the past 4 years.
You're generally a little bit lower. People lob in this game a lot more than they were before as well, and so you have that downward momentum. If people just may not have their paddle in the right place to secure it, and also just not expecting it as well.
The report finds that some of the more severe eye injuries include orbital fractures and retinal detachment from either the pickleball itself or the paddle.
Whenever something's very popular, you see more injuries.
Optometrist Dr. Nadine Shelton says she saw a handful of patients for pickleball-related injuries this past summer. She says people should wear eye protection even though it's not mandatory.
We're going to recommend wearing glasses, wearing sunglasses. There is sports glasses. You can do safety glasses, or have had groups of people coming in, sometimes even as a pickleball team, getting sports glasses or getting safety glasses to protect their eyes.
A message on safety, Scavarelli says he will give to the new players so they too can enjoy the sport he loves. Alex Carpa, CTV News, Winnipeg.
Thank you, Alex. Finally, the Toronto Blue Jays had another successful night against the Mariners in Seattle.
A well-hit ball to right field, going to backhand zone. It's gone!
That 2-run homer jump-started the team, and from there, the Blue Jays just soared to victory. The Jays won the game 8-2. The series is now tied at 2 games apiece, and Game 5 takes place tonight, also in Seattle. Quick break, but when we return, we'll have your must-see moment from our colleagues at TSN. Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back after this short break. Please stay with us.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
that our Today History moment was local.
I know.
We love our Sable Island.
Absolutely.
All right, it is time now, 6:24, and we're going to check in with our friends at TSN Sports Center for today's must-see moment.
Hey there, Lindsay Hamilton in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Thursday. We are taking a trip to Montreal for this one. It is the Canadiens and Predators. Montreal down 1. Net empty in the final minute. Jonathan Marchessault takes a shot, but Lane Hutson denies him. Then immediately fires the perfect pass up to Cole Caulfield. Beats UC Soros to tie it. Caulfield also scoring the OT winner for his second straight game, might I add. The heroics from Hutson and Caulfield earning them the must-see moment. Meanwhile, tonight on TSN, Week 20 in the CFL kicks off with a doubleheader. You got the Rough Riders against the Blue Bombers, and then the Lions hosting the Elks. Coverage begins 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a fantastic Friday.
This TSN must-see moment brought to you by J.R. Rahe's Furniture and Appliances.
All right, now over to your business headlines from our colleagues at BNN.
The Credit Counseling Society says those charges add up to about $600 million in revenue for banks. That's because banks often charge customers up to $50 when they don't have enough money to cover costs. But the rules change in March. Those fees will be capped at $10, and banks won't be allowed to charge you if the shortfall is under $10. Canadian Tire will soon start to sell the distinctive Hudson's Bay blanket. Proceeds from the sales will go to Indigenous-led initiatives. Canadian Tire promises to put at least $1 million into the fund, even if they don't sell $1 million worth of blankets. The retailer bought Hudson's Bay intellectual property when it declared bankruptcy. The Bank of Montreal is selling 138 of its branches in the U.S. to First Citizens Bank and Trust. The value of the deal has not been shared. The locations are scattered across 11 states from North Dakota to Missouri. BMO plans to open up 150 new branches, many in California. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is down a fraction. It ended the day at 71.16. West Texas Intermediate also down to 57.48. Western Canadian Select down as well to 47.55. And the TSX dropped 178 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Morello Fernandez.
For New Brunswick, looking at a high of 11 degrees, mainly cloudy skies with a chance of showers throughout the day. On Saturday, sunshine returns for much of the province. We will still see a chance of showers for the southern region with a high of 12. And then on Sunday, 15 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud across the province. Nova Scotia seeing mainly cloudy skies today, but also a chance of some wet weather, a high of 13 degrees. 14 on Saturday, mainly cloudy skies with scattered showers throughout the day expected. And then on Sunday, sunny skies for the most part. We will be seeing isolated showers expected for parts of the province. For Prince Edward Island, a high of 12 degrees, mainly cloudy skies. Scattered showers expected throughout the day. On Saturday, much of the same expected. Wet weather continues on Sunday. Isolated showers with a high of 13.
Just ahead this hour, the Move Morning Chat, and today it's all about concerts we've been to. Do you remember your very first one? We want to know all about it. That's coming up in 15 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for being up and at 'em early with us this morning. It is 6:31, going down a trip down memory lane for the concert too. Very timely too, with the passing of one of the KISS members. So I'll have more details coming up in our national news headlines regarding that. But I'm sure a lot of KISS fans this morning are recalling their memories, especially when they've performed here in Atlantic, Canada.
I'm kicking myself for not going to that show. Like, I would not say I'm a huge Kiss fan, but they really set the standard for the iconic arena show with the pyrotechnics and the costumes and the drama. I would have loved to seen something like that, to have that opportunity, really cool. But yeah, sadly, they won't. The original four won't ever be able to play again.
No. Send us your memories. Maybe you were at that concert. 10400 is the number to text us at, and if you got a photo, even better. We would love to see it. One thing we did love to see was that wet weather.
Yes. Still not enough.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, for the totals that we need.
It was falling fairly steady for a bit there.
Yeah, most of the totals were like under 10.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, unfortunately. We're going to see some light precipitation yet again today, something to keep in mind when you are heading out early this morning, but for the most part, still not seeing the totals we would like to. A live look at Fredericton starting off this morning. Quite busy, the roads early this morning today. 8 degrees starting off in your area. Just keep that in mind. A warmer start to the day, still may need those layers. It is quite breezy for parts of the region. 10 degrees early this morning in Charlottetown with 11 in Sydney. 8 degrees starting off your day in Halifax with 10 into Yarmouth. 2 degrees over in Labrador City. 6 degrees starting off your day in Cartwright. 7 in St. Anthony and also into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our satellite and radar. A bit of a cloudy and foggy start to the day for parts of Atlantic Canada. Mainly cloudy skies for the most part for the Maritime region, looking at a chance of showers throughout your day today. Also going to see wet weather extend for parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. In terms of the wind out of the north and northeast this morning, going to be breezy today. As of right now, seeing sustained wind, 33 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 30 into Canso. Right now it is 26 kilometers per hour in Charlottetown, 24 in Grand Manan, and 22 in Yarmouth. A few wind gusts to notify you of, getting up to 41 kilometers per hour in Grand Manan, 31 into Yarmouth with 30 kilometers per hour in both St. John, New Brunswick, and Greenwood, 28 into Lunenburg. We'll have another look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news headlines with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. We begin with news this morning. An 8-year-old girl is recovering in hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after she was hit by a car in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. In a release issued this morning, police say emergency teams were called to the vehicle pedestrian collision on Almont Avenue. This was around 3:15 p.m. Wednesday. Police say the driver of a Ford F-150 was traveling north, and the driver's view may have been obstructed by another vehicle stopped on the east side of Fraser Street. The child was taken to the Aberdeen hospital, again with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say speed was not a factor. Police in Halifax believe there are people who have information that could help solve the case of Donald Jermaine Stevenson, who was murdered in the city 15 years ago. They say the 21-year-old was shot to death inside a North End home on October 16, 2010. Investigators believe a man wearing a skull mask shot Stevenson before fleeing on foot to a nearby silver SUV driven by someone else. Police do not believe this was a random act of violence, and anyone with information about the shooting is asked to contact them. RCMP in Halifax investigating reports of gunshots hitting a home in Lower Sackville. Officers were called to the scene on Thursday around 1 a.m. and they later found bullet holes in a home. No one was hurt. RCMP say one witness said they saw a black sedan speeding away from Riverside Drive. In New Brunswick, TD Bank is closing a major call center in Dieppe. The call center is closing, but TD's office will remain open. TD first announced plans for a new call center in the Greater Moncton area back in May 2017. At the time, the provincial government said the center would create up to 575 full-time jobs. Around $9 million in financial assistance was provided by the province as well. A company spokesperson did not provide job loss numbers, saying they're actively working with call center employees to find them opportunities within TD. A police watchdog will now investigate potential police wrongdoing in connection with the wrongful conviction of Glenn Assoon.
I'm an innocent man. I've always been innocent, and I always will be innocent.
Assoon was convicted of killing his ex-girlfriend Brenda Way in 1999 and was acquitted in 2019 after spending 17 years in prison. He then died in 2023 at the age of 67. Alberta's police oversight agency will now begin examining whether police here broke the law when they investigated Way's murder.
We've asked them to focus on allegations that the RCMP of Nova Scotia may have inappropriately destroyed evidence and examine whether any member of the Halifax Regional Police committed any offense, whether it be perjury or otherwise.
It is a 3-year contract with CERT worth nearly $2 million, but Nova Scotia's police watchdog says there's no way to know how long an investigation like this will take. Way's murder has never been solved. New Brunswick's free radon test kit program has run out of supplies since demand has soared.
We started hearing from libraries before noon on Wednesday. So that's less than 24 hours after the program was officially announced. We started hearing that they had exhausted their initial supply.
NB Lung says it's thrilled to see the demand for free testing kits, but is frustrated that some residents were turned away. The charity says once high radon is found, mitigation systems can cost over $3,000. Health experts estimate 1 in 4 homes in New Brunswick has elevated radon levels. Libraries say they are hoping to get more kits next week. Despite the much-needed rain, dry wells continue to be a problem around the region.
This is the worst year ever, and I've been there, 40 years now, and it certainly is. I'm speaking to all my neighbours, exactly the same thing.
Water stations have opened in some areas to help residents, like in Elmsdale. Emergency Management Minister Kim Maslin says the provincial government in Nova Scotia has spent $700,000 on bottled water to help people across the province. It is a short-term fix, but the provincial government says there are funding options available to help residents deal with the drought long-term through their municipalities. Finally, you'll be paying a little less to fill up at pumps around the region. Let's start with Nova Scotia. In Zone 1, the Halifax area, gas fell by 2.7 cents. The minimum price, $1.35.8 a litre. Diesel slipped by 0.7 cents. The minimum price, now $1.54.8. In PEI, gas fell by 2.8 cents. The minimum price, $1.43.9 a litre. And diesel fell by 0.5 cent. The minimum price, now $1.60.8 a litre. And finally, in New Brunswick, gas fell by 1.2 cents. The maximum price now $1.49 a litre. And diesel in New Brunswick slipped by 0.5 cent. The maximum price now $1.70.2. And that's your second look at your local news headlines on this Friday morning.
Thank you for rising the occasion of finding many different ways to say that the gas price went down. It fell.
It
Music
slipped
to my ears.
It fell. It declined. I tell you, that is a minimum maximum. I get my practice.
Well, it's
in the morning.
They're going
People
love in most cases. Oh yeah, this is important. It is very important, and if you missed it, all that's on our website, so you can check it out at your leisure.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, this is a really nice moment here. A volunteer-driven program in Cape Breton has been providing meals to people in need for years, but yesterday they hit a major milestone, 500,000 meals delivered.
Amazing.
It makes us feel good knowing that the seniors are getting a nice hot meal, and it might be the only meal that they get that week or that day or whatever. Since COVID, of course, we've been double and triple and quad the amount of people that are needing support to these days.
Since 2017, the Reserve Mine Seniors and Pensioners Club has volunteered to prepare and deliver meals to those in need at least a few times a month. Mel and Brenda Bryden have been there since the beginning, and they say to continue to meet demand, they need more volunteers and more funding for food. But for now, they say they have 500,000 reasons to celebrate. There's only 42 volunteers. Look how hard they're working to make this happen.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out.
A well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shout out to them. Amazing.
The difference they're making in
that.
lives, right?
Love, yay.
Hats off to you.
Those are the stories we love to share here today.
Yes. Yeah, the kindness of Maritimers, especially up in Cape Breton. All right, time for another break on this Friday. We certainly hope you'll stick around with us. Still ahead this half hour, we're going to have your entertainment headlines. But coming up after Latavia's latest look at the forecast, the Move Morning Chat. We want to hear from you. Today, we want to know about the concerts you've been to. Do you remember your first one and your last one? Maybe you were at this concert. We're going to explain right after this.
Thank you.
A cloudy start to the day over in Port de Grave. Welcome back. The time now is 6:44. Currently 7 degrees in your area. Expecting some light drizzle and a bit of fog for parts of Newfoundland. It is not a bad start to this Friday as we end off the work week, much warmer than we saw yesterday even. 8 degrees right now as you head outdoors in Fredericton as well as into Halifax. 10 starting off your day in Charlottetown. 11 degrees early this morning in Sydney. 2 into Labrador City. And 7 degrees over in St. John's. As I mentioned, cloudy and foggy start to the day for parts of Newfoundland early this morning. We are going to see mainly cloudy skies for the most part for the Maritime region. A bit of sunshine for Cape Breton starting off the day. And we're going to see a chance of showers return. So scattered showers expected for parts of New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. Isolated showers across Nova Scotia today. And seeing wet weather persist for parts of both Newfoundland and Labrador. Into the evening hours, much of the same expected. A bit of a cloudy night ahead. We are going to see precipitation linger, but it's going to remain quite light in its activity. Bringing us into early Saturday, we do have a chance of some isolated showers continuing for parts of the region. But as you can see here, only expecting around 2 to 5 millimeters of precipitation for parts of all 3 maritime provinces. And then for Newfoundland, only seeing 2 to 5 millimeters as well. For parts of Labrador, getting up to 10 to 20 millimeters today. Over to our forecast for New Brunswick. We're looking at mainly cloudy skies. Also seeing a chance of scattered showers for parts of the province today. Daytime highs will range from 11 to 14 degrees. Prince Edward Island also going to see some breezy winds out of the northeast, 20 gusting to 40, mainly cloudy skies as well. Scattered showers expected across the island with highs between 12 to 13 degrees. For Cape Breton, eastern mainland Nova Scotia, a mix of sun and clouds starts off the day and then increasing cloudiness, a chance of isolated showers, wind gusts also getting up to 40. And for the rest of Nova Scotia, highs will range from 13 to 16, being the warmest into Shelburne, also seeing mainly cloudy skies, and we do have that chance of isolated showers sticking around throughout the day. For Newfoundland and Labrador, mixed precipitation today with a high of 5 degrees over in Labrador City, 10 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland, a chance of showers throughout your day as well. Heading into the weekend, we will be seeing some sunshine return for parts of New Brunswick, as you can see here. For the most part, mainly cloudy skies yet again for the Maritime region. Still seeing some isolated showers track across parts of the Maritimes, as well as into Newfoundland and Labrador. Still seeing a chance of some spotty shower activity, specifically for parts of Labrador. Then into Sunday's forecast, a little bit more sunshine for the Maritimes, but also going to see a chance of showers for parts of the region yet again. All right, now we're going to head over to the Move Morning Chat. It's time now for another Move Morning Chat, and this morning it's a fun one. We're talking about the first concert you've ever attended and the last concert you've ever been to. Guys, take it away.
Yeah, you bet. We were reflecting on Bryan Adams actually being in Halifax just this past week, and we got talking about the first time he ever actually played the Metro Center was in 1982. He opened for Loverboy. Maybe some of your viewers were actually at that concert. Just reflecting on some of our first and last concerts. And to kick things off, I mean, mine is as Canadian as it gets. My first concert ever was Shania Twain.
Wow.
She was playing in Calgary in 1998. It was the best. My dad was actually supposed to go with my mom. And right before they left, he's like, I think we'll let Aaron go instead. And I was like, yeah.
That's so cool.
And then my last concert ever was Nickelback this past summer in Halifax, playing at the Garrison Grounds. So very Canadian first and last concert for me.
My first concert, very, very Canadian as well, but of course a different era. April Wine, The Whole World's Going Crazy tour at the stadium in Amherst, Nova Scotia. And my most recent concert was with Aaron at the Snoop Dogg at Scotiabank Center. So the April Wine concert, they had a giant puppet on the stage. And at the Snoop Dogg concert, he had a 63 Impala convertible on the stage. But two very, very different concerts.
Absolutely. And what about you, Amanda?
Okay, so Aaron's first was actually my last. The last concert I went to, I'll start there, was Shania Twain at the Scotiabank Centre in Halifax, which was now a few years ago. Tickets were so hard to get for that concert, but I managed to score some a few days before. They didn't tell anyone, but a few tickets were released, and that's why I got amazing seats, too. Cool. Great. First one, back when it was called the Metro Center, I saw Terry Clark. I was a huge Terry Clark fan, and it was so incredible to see her live. I have this really huge oversized concert t-shirt that I wore for years. We still have it in storage, tucked away, lots of great memories. So yeah, the Canadian country women that bookended my concert experience.
For me, I'm going to throw it back to 1998 like Aaron. My first concert, January 1998. Obviously, Backstreet Boys. They played at the Sky Dome. This was actually the second year, I believe, that they actually played in Toronto. And this was the first big one they had in Toronto.
Wow.
And obviously, that would be my last as well. I went and traveled all the way to Vegas to go back into the Millennium Tour with them at the Sphere, which was incredible. I came back with no voice.
How did the first and second compare? Like, wait, first and last, I should say.
Well, I saw the Millennium Tour in Toronto as well back in 2000.
Wow.
At the Sky Dome as well. So it was incredible.
Oh my gosh, I love this conversation, and we're asking our viewers, what was the first concert you saw, and what was the most recent concert you went to? Bonus points if you text us a photo too. The number is 10400, and we will share your answers later in the show.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
All right, it's time now to take a look at your entertainment headlines. For that, we turn to Hollywood.
Ace Frehley, founding member and original lead guitarist of the band Kiss, has died. Paul Daniel Frehley, known by his Kiss persona as Space Ace or the Spaceman, was inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame as a member of the band in 2014. He was 74 years old. Jennifer Lopez is tamping down on speculation that she'll appear alongside Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show, telling Watch What Happens Live that she hasn't gotten any calls, but that she'd definitely do it if asked.
What happened? President Rayburn died 4 minutes ago.
Season 3 of Netflix's The Diplomat is out now. Bradley Whitford joins the cast this season as the husband of President Grace Penn, played by his former West Wing castmate Allison Janney. In a surprise move, Pop Culture Jeopardy, after a successful first season on Amazon Prime, will now air its second season on Netflix.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Well, I do know that you know that I know what you know. You know?
Kristen Wiig is back for another round of tropical scandal in a new trailer for Palm Royale. Season 2 finds the cast navigating the high society of Florida's beachfront communities after a public breakdown. Laura Dern, Allison Janney, and Ricky Martin also star. Season 2 hits Apple TV on November 14th. And the real Slim Shady is celebrating a birthday. Eminem turns 53 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News.
How is Eminem 53? All right. Thank you for the entertainment news. Happening now in local news. An 8-year-old girl is recovering in hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after she was hit by a car in New Glasgow Wednesday afternoon. Plus, we'll have the latest gas and diesel prices after they were adjusted overnight. Some good news there. You will be paying less to fill up at the pumps. Plus, a little tired, but very happy. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Seattle Mariners 8-2 to tie the American League Championship Series at 2 games apiece. We'll have those details coming up next in local and national news headlines. But first, it's a look at the weekend forecast with Latavia.
Thanks, Amanda. We're seeing a bit of precipitation throughout the day for New Brunswick, looking at a chance of scattered showers, a high of 11 degrees. On Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud. For parts of the province, we will be seeing into the southern region, isolated showers expected. And then on Sunday, warming back up above seasonal at 15 degrees, seeing a mix of sun and cloud move in across the province. Nova Scotia will be seeing mainly cloudy skies for the most part, but we do have some isolated showers expected with a high of 13 degrees. On Saturday, 14 with scattered showers expected. And then on Sunday, looking at 15 degrees, sunny skies before increasing cloudiness and isolated showers for Cape Breton Island. Prince Edward Island looking at a high of 12 today, mainly cloudy skies with scattered showers expected. On Saturday, a high of 12, much of the same. And on Sunday, seeing isolated showers across the island with a high of 13.
It's Friday, October 17th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, police watchdog to probe 99 wrongful murder conviction of the late Glennis Soon. Your top news headlines just ahead.
Also, the Saltscapes Nova Scotia Loyal Expo, the very popular annual event, kicks off later today. We'll get a little sneak peek of what you can expect. That's a little later in this half hour on Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. Time now is 7 o'clock, October 17th. It's a Friday. We're heading into another weekend.
Yay!
Flew by, really.
Yeah, and it's going to be a weekend to not miss at the Exhibition Center in Halifax. You ever been to the Exhibition Center in Halifax?
No.
Oh my gosh, so many times. Oh, girl, you gotta go. It's
you
so
got
good.
I'll tell you,
so many events.
Spoiler alert, it's humongous.
I can imagine.
You can only imagine how big this Saltscapes Nova Scotia Oil Expo is going to be.
It's
and I
amazing.
checked it out. Admission is $12.50 at the most. It's cheaper than a movie, and you can just have at or just really enjoy everything that's wonderful about Atlantic Canada.
Yeah,
Food.
so much parking too. Like go, oh my gosh, go hungry.
Go hungry.
Tons of parking there. Go hungry. Go with a group. Ooh, bring bags, lots of reusable bags because you never know. And plus, a number of people have those Nova Scotia Loyal like coupons, right? It's that money that you can use towards some local vendors in the province. I know our child received one from school. It's still on the fridge. I'm like, I need to use it.
It's a great way to spend some time. You get inspired, and there's a marketplace there where you can support local businesses. I mean, it's a win-win-win.
Absolutely.
And if it's raining where you are, head there because it's not raining inside the Exhibition Center.
That's very true. We are expecting a bit of precipitation for parts of the region into the weekend. Very light, though, in its activity. Here's a live look at a dark start to the day over in Fredericton. 8 degrees this morning, so warmer start to the day than we saw on Thursday morning. As of right now, just a dark and cloudy start to the day, but we are expecting some scattered showers to move in across New Brunswick today. Currently 10 degrees as you head outdoors in Charlottetown, 8 starting off your day in Halifax, 11 in Sydney with 7 degrees in St. John's. Over to our satellite and radar, we are going to see a cloudy and foggy start to the day early this morning for parts of Newfoundland. Other than that, mainly cloudy skies expected for the most part in the Maritime region. Could see some sunshine in Cape Breton early this morning. And for the Maritime region, looking at some scattered showers for New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, isolated showers across Nova Scotia. Also seeing light wet weather expected for the most part for Newfoundland and Labrador. Into the wind for the Maritime region, it will be picking up, being a bit breezy this afternoon. As of right now, already picking up 33 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 30 kilometers per hour in Canso, with 26 over in Charlottetown, 24 kilometers per hour right now in Grand Manan. 22 into Yarmouth with 20 in St. John, New Brunswick and Edmundston. Wind gusts getting up to 41 kilometers per hour in Grand Manan right now, 31 into Yarmouth, 30 in Greenwood and St. John, and 28 in Lunenburg. I'll have a look at your weekend forecast coming up, but first a look at your local news headlines with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. New this morning, an 8-year-old girl is recovering in hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after she was hit by a car in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. In a release issued this morning, police say emergency teams were called to the vehicle-pedestrian collision on Almont Avenue around 3:15 p.m. on Wednesday. Police say the driver of a Ford F-150 was traveling north, and the driver's view may have been obstructed by another vehicle stopped on the east side of Fraser Street. The child was taken to the Aberdeen hospital, again with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say speed was not a factor. A police watchdog from out west will now investigate potential police wrongdoing in connection with the wrongful conviction of Glenn Assoon.
I'm an innocent man. I've always been innocent, and I always will be innocent.
Assoon was convicted of killing his ex-girlfriend Brenda Way in 1999 and was acquitted in 2019 after spending 17 years in prison. He then died in 2023 at the age of 67. Alberta's Police Oversight Agency will now begin examining whether police here broke the law when they investigated Way's murder.
We've asked them to focus on allegations that the RCMP of Nova Scotia may have inappropriately destroyed evidence and examine whether any member of the Halifax Regional Police committed any offence, whether it be perjury or otherwise.
It is a 3-year contract with CERT worth nearly $2 million, but Nova Scotia's police watchdog says there's no way to know how long an investigation like this will take. Way's murder has never been solved. In New Brunswick, TD Bank is closing a major call centre in Dieppe. The call center is closing, but TD's office will remain open. TD first announced plans for a new call center in the Greater Moncton area in May 2017. At the time, the provincial government said the center would create up to 575 full-time jobs. Around $9 million in financial assistance was also provided by the province. A company spokesperson did not provide job loss numbers, saying they're actively working with call center employees to find them opportunities within TD. New softwood lumber tariffs are adding to uncertainty and shaking the confidence for those in the industry, especially those in rural New Brunswick. For example, the Carleton Victoria Forest Products Marketing Board had sales of $4.7 million last year, but is on track for a $3 million reduction this year.
A lot of local businesses here that sell groceries, tires, parts, whatever, are not getting that $3 million less that Carleton Victoria is experiencing right now. So this isn't just an impact on the private woodlot owners. This is an impact on the rural economy of New Brunswick.
Our softwood mills are very efficient, but at the same time, there's no way they can cover a 45% tariff, a cumulative tariff of 45%. So we're very, very concerned where this is going.
In addition to the existing 35% tariff on softwood lumber, a further 10% was added Tuesday. A new 25% duty was also placed on some finished wood products like cabinets and vanities, and another 25% could be added to that industry in the new year. You will be paying a little less to fill up at pumps in the Maritimes. In Nova Scotia Zone 1, gas fell by 2.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.35.8 a litre. And diesel slipped by 0.7 cents. The minimum price in the Halifax area now $1.54.8. In Prince Edward Island, gas fell by 2.8 cents. The minimum price now $1.43.9 a litre. Diesel fell by 0.5 cent. The minimum price $1.60.8 a litre. And in New Brunswick, gas fell by 1.2 cents. The maximum price $1.49 a litre. And diesel slipped by 0.5 cent. The maximum price now $1.70.2. Finally, it was a clash of cultures in London, England, as sumo wrestlers stepped into the ring.
Cannot go offensive today. Oh, Tamawashi eats Wakataka Kage for lunch.
Elite Japanese sumo wrestlers fought it out, kicking off their 5-day exhibition tournament. 2 grand champions each won their bouts, bringing the evening to a close. Wow. Looks intense. Big crowd there as well.
And an ancient tradition. I bet that the kind of skill set and training involved in being a sumo wrestler, the preparation, the special kind of diet they have to follow, bet it's super intense.
Very intense, but really beautiful to see that tradition continuing.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Not in our region, but if you're in the Halifax area on Saturday evening, you're in for a treat. It's Nocturne's Art at Night Festival at venues throughout Halifax and downtown Dartmouth. And one of those venues is Cirque Ness at 1800 Argyle Street, where you can watch aerialists perform stunning routines more than 30 feet in the air. There'll be several of them performing at once. And this event is free. Every venue at Nocturne is free. You can see art installations of every description, participate in hands-on activities for all ages, get a full schedule on the Nocturne website. But this is just a little sneak peek of just some of the fun stuff you can see Saturday night.
And if you're wondering, oh, is this new? It is new here.
Yeah.
In the old convention center in Halifax.
This footage was shot by our cameraman, Jamie, because I actually visited Cirque Ness and tried a few things myself. So we'll have that story coming up. But I thought, well, let's remind people that Nocturne's this weekend.
So cool. Also this weekend, too, Saltscapes.
Yes.
Yeah, still ahead this half hour. The Nova Scotia Loyal Expo is happening. They're going to open their doors later today. We'll get a sneak peek after your weather and your news headlines.
So much more. Saltscapes presents the Nova Scotia Loyal Expo. At Expo, keeping your money where...
8 degrees starting off your day in Halifax. Still quite dark outside early this morning. Expecting mainly cloudy skies with a chance of isolated showers today. Welcome back. Time now is 7:12. And weather is brought to you by ALC.ca. We're seeing a much warmer start to the day as we end off the work week this Friday. 7 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton. 10 degrees starting off your day in Charlottetown with 11 in Sydney. 7 degrees over in St. John's and 2 degrees over in Labrador City. Over to our forecast timeline. A bit of a cloudy, foggy, and wet start to the day for parts of Newfoundland. Also for Labrador, seeing showers move in across much of that province. For the Maritime region, for the most part, we're going to see mainly cloudy skies. A chance of some scattered showers expected for New Brunswick, parts of Prince Edward Island, and then for Nova Scotia, looking at a chance of some isolated showers. Then into the evening and overnight hours, much of the same. We will be seeing precipitation clear out if you do get any, and it's going to remain quite light as we head towards early Saturday morning. We are expecting a bit of precipitation to loom for parts of the region. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, only expecting around 2 to 5 millimeters for parts of all 3 maritime provinces. And for Newfoundland, looking at around 2 to 5 millimeters as well of precipitation, being the heaviest into parts of Labrador, getting around 5 to 20 millimeters expected. For our forecast today for New Brunswick, mainly cloudy skies. We're going to see a chance of showers move in for parts of the province today. Highs will range from 11 to 15 degrees, being the warmest into both Fredericton and Grand Manan. Wind gusts getting up to 40 kilometers per hour. Prince Edward Island also seeing mainly cloudy skies, a chance of scattered showers throughout the day. Highs range from 11 to 13 degrees. And then for Cape Breton, eastern mainland Nova Scotia, could see a bit of sunshine early this morning. Then increasing cloudiness, a chance of some isolated showers move in throughout the day. Daytime highs between 12 to 15 degrees being the warmest into Sheet Harbour. Then for the rest of Nova Scotia, same thing applies. We're looking at mainly cloudy skies for the most part. Could see some isolated showers with daytime highs between 13 to 16 degrees and wind gusts getting up to 50 kilometers per hour. Then for Labrador, looking at a high of 5 degrees in Labrador City, could see some flurries early in the morning, transition over to a chance of showers. A high of 9 degrees into St. John's, looking at a chance of showers expected throughout the day. Saturday's forecast remains seasonal for the most part in terms of our daytime highs, seeing a bit of sunshine as clouds clear out for parts of New Brunswick. Still going to see a chance of some isolated showers linger for parts of the Maritime region, though. And then for Newfoundland and Labrador, for the most part, cloudy skies expected. A chance of some showers move in again for parts of Labrador. Into our forecast for Sunday, we're going to see those clouds slowly start to clear out, seeing a bit more sunshine in our forecast. Still seeing some lingering showers, though, for parts of Atlantic Canada. That's a look at your weather forecast. We'll throw things over to Amanda for your national and international news headlines.
Thank you so much, Latavia. New numbers are showing the average price is continuing to fall in many cases, while the number of homes sold nationwide in September also fell. But it's not the same for all provinces, and for renters, there was some good news in the numbers. Here is CTV's John Benavali-Rao.
When it comes to the housing market in Toronto,
market is sluggish. It's really difficult. I'm hearing some
real estate agent Gus Papaioannou has felt the pain of the plunge. Compared to last year, his sales are down about a third, and he considers himself lucky.
I've heard other agents that are, down considerably more, 50, 70%. So a lot of agents are even getting out of the business.
And the new numbers showing nationwide, the total number of homes sold fell from August to September, 1.7%. And while some provinces like Quebec and Nova Scotia have seen prices and sales actually go up this year, some think that may change.
What we suspect is that Quebec will cool off over the next few months, and Ontario will continue to worsen. So we'll see the national numbers slip again.
In terms of prices, Toronto's condo crash is continuing to bring down the national average, which fell 3.4% compared to a year ago and now stands at $676,000. But with the Bank of Canada expected to further cut interest rates, some think we could see a turnaround.
We should see a lot of buyers come off the sidelines next spring, especially if interest rates are even friendlier by then.
Among all the numbers released today was a silver lining for renters. Data showing new home starts, much of it rental units, were up 14% last month, which should help keep rents on their recent downward trajectory and assist with affordability. John Benavali-Rao, CTV News, Toronto.
Music fans still in shock this morning after hearing that legendary Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley died in New Jersey at the age of 74. The co-founder of the rock group was injured in a fall last month in his studio. This month, he pulled out of remaining dates on his calendar due to medical issues. Frehley wrote a series of songs for Kiss, including Shock Me and Talk to Me. He played on 9 studio albums and 2 live discs. Frehley was affectionately known as the Spaceman. And Canadian baseball fans celebrating this morning after the Toronto Blue Jays' latest win.
A well-hit ball to right field.
The Jays managed to pull even at 2 games apiece in their best-of-7 series with the Seattle Mariners after an 8-2 win over their West Coast hosts. Game 5 goes later today in Seattle. Quick break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we'll get a preview of the Saltscape Expo. That's when Your Morning Atlantic returns right after this.
All right, here's your reminder. We're giving away $20,000. It's time for today's code word. Today's code word is Friday. Head over to the contest page on ctvatlantic.ca, or you can scan the QR code that's going to pop up on your screen. Enter Friday along with your information for a chance to win Your Morning Atlantic's $20,000 giveaway. Make sure to watch us on Monday for a brand new code word. Good luck. I'm going to throw things over to Crystal.
Oh, yeah, things are popping in the CML Your Morning Atlantic kitchen today. The Saltscapes Nova Scotia Loyal Expo back for another incredible weekend. It showcases the very best of Atlantic Canada under one roof. To get all the details on what we can expect at the Halifax Exhibition Centre today through Sunday is Trevor Adams, editor-in-chief of Saltscapes Magazine, and Chef Alain Bossé, better known as a kilted chef. Thank you both for coming in.
Hey, thanks for having us.
And this, for people at home, Alain is really giving her. Like, he's really making this dish live for us under. He'll get as far as he can in the time we have. We love you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here. It's kind of nice to come back to the studio.
Yeah, we
it
love
really
having you in. But Alain lives in Pictou County, so we had to drive in, and we appreciate it. So, Trevor.
Yes.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for this beautiful spread today.
Oh, thank you.
Just a kind of typical of what you'd see in Saltscapes Magazine, elevating the Atlantic Canadian style.
Exactly. You know, Saltscapes Magazine is really about celebrating everything that makes Atlantic Canada special. So we're so excited to do this.
Yeah, okay, so the Nova Scotia Loyal Expo is a really great opportunity for people to get, it's kind of like a box of chocolates. You get the whole sampler of what's in our region. For people who've never been before, what happens at this particular expo?
It's really the magazine come to life. You've got live music, you've got all kinds of art and local gifts, you've got a ton of local food, you've got even fishmongers and farmers, and that's the really exciting part for me. My grandfather was a farmer, so I love the opportunity to support local farmers, and there's so many opportunities to do that at the expo. We hear a lot from people who say they want to support the local farmers. Yes. They know how tough things have been for them, and this is a really one-stop shopping opportunity to do that.
Well, one way that you can support local farmers is buy the produce and make wonderful things with it. What are you making today, Alain?
Well, that's exactly the topic that I wanted to talk about.
Wonderful.
What I brought you today is Northumberland lamb, so lamb from the Northumberland area, and CIA certified, so it's all across Canada that they would distribute. And we are making what I would like to call a weekday curry. So a fast curry. I'm using some fresh lamb that I pre-sauteed and seasoned, along with our beautiful vegetables. But the vegetables is the story here in a way, because of the drought and everything that's going on. These are the size of vegetables in Nova Scotia.
Wow, look at the butternut squash.
The butternut squash is about a third of the size because the drought, not as much water. These apples are pretty small. They're not growing as big and so on. So we've got to really go and support our local farmers in the markets and making sure that we could sell some of these, because the grocery stores just don't sell the small stuff.
Well, the great thing about little produce like this, I mean, you can still use it. It tastes great. In many cases, the flavor is even more intense.
Actually, believe it or not, you're holding 3 Honeycrisp apple in your right hand.
This is Honeycrisp?
They are.
Wow.
Those are mini Honeycrisp.
Wow.
Or they're now branding them as a mini Honeycrisp. But the flavor intensity of that particular apple when you eat it
give it a go.
is incredible.
Can I bite into one of these? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. But it's the same thing. If you look at, there's the cabbage size. They're small.
Wow.
Turnip size is about this big, right? That's the average turnip.
The thing is, don't let that deter you.
Exactly.
Just make delicious food. Like, this looks great. It smells like, I'm sorry, I'm touching your stuff. It's like, it's like I'm in my house. In my house. That's how comfortable I feel with you.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing this a quick curry. So if you're home and you're trying to do supper through the week, you could have the lamb pre-cooked. You could have vegetables al dente and just do a nice vegetable broth that I poach the vegetables with.
He did that this morning, everybody, like right here.
Add it to this, and I've got a little bit of cream, curry, cumin, coriander mixed in, and boom, we're gonna bring this to a simmer. We're gonna let this all reduce, while the rice is cooking, and we're ready to go.
Oh my gosh, amazing. So
it's that simple.
Yeah, we've only got a minute left, so we probably won't be able to finish the dish on air. So what happens after this?
So what's going to happen now is I'm going to reduce this. So the liquids will reduce, the color will change, and so on and so forth, and the intensity and flavor. For a quick curry, it's going to be great. I mean, a good curry, I would have probably simmered this for an hour or so, but it don't have time. So we're doing this on the fly, so it's great for a family that's on a budget or trying to look at doing something.
Would go nicely with this beautiful Red Sky Appellation cider.
Well, I deglazed the pan with it.
You did not?
Yes.
Oh, we love that.
And the Red Sky, or appellation for Nova Scotia, of course, incredible new thing that's being launched and very limited left on the list.
Yeah, that's really, I've had a few of them and they're delicious. Trevor, we'll get the last word to you. So people can go this week. It starts today.
Yes, it does.
Right through Sunday.
Yes.
Any advice for how to get the most out of the experience?
Wear comfortable shoes, bring a couple of shopping bags, bring a little cash just in case. Most of the vendors take debit, but sometimes there's technical problems. So if you have cash, things go smoother. And bring a list. Be prepared to do your Christmas shopping. Mine will all be done by Sunday.
Genius. Okay, thank you both for coming in.
And your appetite.
And bring your appetite.
On stage all weekend. We are doing cooking demos all weekend.
Yeah, it's just be a great opportunity. We put a link to the event on our website so you can get your tickets in advance if you like. But yeah, it's cheaper than a movie. Like, go check it out. All right, we're going to take a little break while the curry bubbles down. We'll be back with more at Your Morning Atlantic right after this.
At the Mike Murphy Law Group.
Just ahead, the Legal Insider. If you have questions about the law, our new segment may be able to help you answer them. We'll have that coming up in 20 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
It's 7:31. Come on in. Let me introduce you to my little friend. It's a tiny little apple.
Little, and that's a Honeycrisp.
This is a tiny Honeycrisp. You can fit in the palm of your hand. So if you go to your local farmer's market, you can buy them. And they're marketing them as little crunchers. That's what they're calling them.
So cute.
Get a little basket of little crunchers. It's like those 2-bite brownies. It's 2-bite apple.
Yeah. How did it taste?
Delish.
Wow.
It's very flavorful.
Wow, all just condensed.
Yeah. Bitty. Tiny. It's if you have a children's kitchen set in your home, this is your year.
Have a bowl of apples.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but I would not let this deter you from buying them. They're very, very good.
Very. Oh, good to know. Yeah. Maybe not worth peeling, but snacking on, using for decorations too.
Totally. I mean, you could peel them. Just get all the recruit many people, and that'd be much faster.
With tiny hands.
Many tiny hands make light work. All right. If you wanted to go apple picking today, is today the day?
Why not?
Okay.
You know, it's fall. We're going to get a little bit of precipitation, but for the most part, it's going to be a nice day ahead. Here's a look at Antigonish early this morning. Currently 7 degrees in your area, but it's feeling quite cool because of the breeze we're seeing across much of the region. Just something to keep in mind. We are expecting a chance of precipitation today. 7 degrees as you head outdoors in Fredericton, 8 starting off your day in Halifax, 10 early this morning in Charlottetown, 11 degrees in Sydney, and 7 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Starting on our satellite and radar, so a cloudy, foggy start to the day for parts of Newfoundland. Going to see showers and or drizzle for that province today. And then for the Maritime region, we are going to see a chance of showers, but for the most part, mainly cloudy skies. And for Labrador, seeing the heaviest of the wet weather today. In terms of the wind out of the north and northeast this morning, it will be a breezy day ahead for much of the Maritime region. As of right now, 35 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 33 in Canso, 22 into St. John, New Brunswick, 28 into Yarmouth. Wind gusts as of right now getting up to 31 kilometers per hour in Grand Banaan, St. John, New Brunswick, and Truro, and 30 into Charlottetown. We'll have a look at your weekend forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news headlines with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. New this morning, an 8-year-old girl is recovering in hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after she was hit by a car in New Glasgow. In a release issued this morning, police say emergency teams were called to the vehicle-pedestrian collision on Almont Avenue around 3:15 p.m. Wednesday. Police say the driver of a Ford F-150 was traveling north, and the driver's view may have been obstructed by another vehicle stopped on the east side of Fraser Street. The child was taken to the Aberdeen hospital. Police say speed was not a factor. Police in Halifax believe there are people who have information that could help solve the case of Donald Jermaine Stevenson, who was murdered in the city 15 years ago. They say the 21-year-old was shot to death inside a North End home on October 16, 2010. Investigators believe a man wearing a skull mask shot Stevenson before fleeing on foot to a nearby silver SUV driven by someone else. Police do not believe this was a random act of violence, and anyone with information about the shooting is asked to contact them or Crime Stoppers. RCMP in Halifax investigating reports of gunshots hitting a home in Lower Sackville. Officers called to the scene Thursday around 1 a.m. and they later found bullet holes in a home. No one was hurt. RCMP say one witness saw a black sedan speeding away from Riverside Drive. A police watchdog in Western Canada will now investigate potential police wrongdoing in connection with the wrongful conviction of Glenn Assoon.
I'm an innocent man. I've always been innocent, and I always will be innocent.
Assoon was convicted of killing his ex-girlfriend Brenda Way in 1999 and was acquitted in 2019 after spending 17 years in prison. He then died in 2023 at the age of 67. Alberta's Police Oversight Agency will now begin examining whether police broke the law when they investigated Way's murder.
We've asked them to focus on allegations that the RCMP of Nova Scotia may have inappropriately destroyed evidence and examine whether any member of the Halifax Regional Police committed any offense, whether it be perjury or otherwise.
It's a 3-year contract with CERT worth nearly $2 million, but Nova Scotia's police watchdog says there's no way to know how long an investigation like this will take. Way's murder has never been solved. In New Brunswick, TD Bank is closing a major call center in Dieppe. The call center is closing, but TD's office will remain open. TD first announced plans for a new call center in the Greater Moncton area in May 2017. At the time, the provincial government said the center would create up to 575 full-time jobs. Around $9 million in financial assistance was also provided by the province. A company spokesperson did not provide job loss numbers, saying they're actively working with call center employees to find them opportunities within TD. To prices at the pumps now, and you'll be paying less to fill up around the region. In Nova Scotia Zone 1, gas fell by 2.7 cents. The minimum price, $1.35.8. Diesel slipped by 0.7 cents. The maximum price, now $1.54.8. In PEI, gas fell by 2.8 cents. The minimum price, $1.43.9 a liter. Diesel fell by 0.5 cent. The minimum price, $1.60.8. And in New Brunswick, gas fell by 1.2 cents. The maximum price, $1.49 a liter, and diesel slipped by 0.5 cent. The maximum price, $1.70.2. Finally, the Best in Local was celebrated in Halifax last night. That's the big sing, got the crowd going there. Last night marked the 12th annual Best of Local Gala. The event is a celebration of Nova Scotia's finest, from food, drink to entertainment, and all proceeds from the gala go towards Autism Nova Scotia's summer camp programming.
We're specifically raising money tonight, though, to send children to camp. Our camp programs across the province are one of a kind, where we offer one-to-one inclusive support so that every child has the opportunity to come to camp and have an incredible summer experience.
And it was a lovely evening last night. Delicious food provided by Chef Rob McIsaac. I was very happy to return as MC for the 4th year in a row. Autism Nova Scotia is such a wonderful organization, changing the lives every day of individuals and families here in the province. So we were so happy to be a small part of that big event. Autism Nova Scotia is formed in 2002 and has since raised thousands of dollars for events like this one to support their programming. But yeah, you can kind of hear the big sing there. That's the group that they encourage people to get together as a big group and sing together. Sing Can I Go Nowhere With You by Joel Plaskett. That was really fun. We sounded really good.
Oh, yeah.
But I was next to Suzette Bellevaux, who sounded really great.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
That's amazing. All right, so we want to give you a little reminder to people right now that we are having our morning chat today. It is about the concert that you went to. Your first, your last one, maybe one's really memorable. And yeah, you kind of monitor this for us. How are things going right now?
We're getting a few texts coming in.
Nice.
We'd love to hear more. So 10400 is the number to text us. We want to know, what was the first concert you went to and the last concert you went to? Please let us know your first name, where you're watching from. And yeah, if if you have a photo too, you can text that because we can show that as well. Really fun.
For you, it was the big sing last night.
Oh, last night. You know what? That's true. That's true. What was the last concert? It would be the Big Sing last night. Yeah.
Hours ago.
That's true. What was your most recent concert, Crystal?
Most recent? I don't go to enough concerts, obviously. But we have to go to break. I have to save that story.
Okay.
Which good one?
We'll have it coming up. Latavia will have the latest forecast. Also, too, new segment with a legal insider. Matters of the law, we know, can be pretty complicated, and many people don't know where to start. Our new segment may be able to help steer you in the right direction. That's coming up next, 7:39.
Happy Friday and welcome back. The time now is 7:43. We're taking a live look at Charlottetown. 10 degrees starting off your day. Looks like we're getting some shower activity over there, so keep that in mind when you are heading out. Scattered showers really right across Prince Edward Island expected today. A bit of a warmer start to the day for this Friday morning. It's still feeling quite cool because of the breeze we're seeing across the region. As of right now, though, 7 degrees as you head outdoors in Fredericton, 8 starting off your day in Halifax with 11 in Sydney, 2 degrees over in Labrador City with 5 into Happy Valley Goose Bay, 8 degrees early this morning in Corner Brook, and 7 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. We are seeing mainly cloudy skies for the most part for the Maritime region. Could see a bit of sunshine for parts of Cape Breton Island early this morning. And we do have precipitation tracking across the region, looking at a chance of some scattered showers across parts of New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, seeing a chance of some isolated showers for parts of Nova Scotia. The heaviest of that precipitation will be into parts of Labrador, and seeing showers and or drizzle for parts of Newfoundland. Then into the afternoon and then evening, much of the same expected. We will be seeing a bit of that precipitation clear out. Still seeing some precipitation tracking into early Saturday morning, where we do have some sunshine returning as clouds clear out, but also going to see a chance of showers remain. If you're wondering about the precipitation totals, we're expecting only around 2 to 5 millimeters for parts of all 3 maritime provinces. Also expecting around 2 to 5 millimeters of additional precipitation for parts of Newfoundland, and seeing the heaviest into Labrador at around 5 to 20 millimeters expected. For forecast today for New Brunswick, mainly cloudy skies for much of the province today. Looking at a chance of some scattered showers as well. Highs will range from 11 to 15 degrees, being the warmest into both Fredericton and Grand Manan. Winds picking up, gusting up to 40. Prince Edward Island looking at highs between 11 to 13 degrees, mainly cloudy skies, seeing a chance of showers as well throughout the day. And for Cape Breton, eastern mainland Nova Scotia, starting off the day with a bit of sunshine, increasing cloudiness with a chance of isolated showers returning, and highs between 12 to 15 degrees. For the rest of Nova Scotia, much of the same, mainly cloudy skies though, starting off your day. Showers expected, only around a 30% chance of it happening, and highs between 13 to 16 degrees. And then for Newfoundland and Labrador, mixed precipitation. We're expecting a chance of flurries early in the morning, then transitions over to a chance of showers, a high of 5 degrees over in Labrador City, and a chance of showers throughout the day today for St. John's with a high of 9. Saturday's forecast, we will be seeing a bit of that cloud coverage clear for parts of New Brunswick, seeing sunshine return. We do have some lingering showers for parts of Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia into Saturday's forecast. Also seeing a chance of showers for parts of Labrador. And then into Sunday's forecast, above seasonal daytime highs return. We will be seeing a mix of sun and cloud, but also some lingering precipitation for parts of the region. That's a look at your weather forecast. Now it's time for your Legal Insider.
Time now to introduce you to a brand new series on our show called Legal Insiders. The wonderful team with our partners at Mike Murphy Law will be answering your legal questions on a variety of topics that affect the lives of Atlantic Canadians. Here to tell us more about Legal Insiders is Atlantic Canadian trial lawyer Mike Murphy. Good morning, Mike. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We are very excited about this segment. So the professionals at Mike Murphy Law are going to answer some questions that our viewers pose to you. Tell us a little bit more about Mike Murphy Law.
Well, Mike Murphy Law Group is a group of, you might not see it looking at me, but a group of young lawyers that have been practicing for 6, 8, 10 years, have had an amazing amount of trial experience early on. I have been working with them over the years. We have a very tight group. We do a lot of insurance plaintiff, long-term disability work, slips and falls, and a variety of other things as well. But it's civil litigation that we do, and we've got a lot of real hands-on experience.
Okay, and tell us where your offices are located.
We have an office here in Halifax on Sackville Street. We have an office on Vaughan Harvey in Moncton, and we have an office in Grand Bay, just outside of St. John.
So you've had a lot of experience. Is it 41 years you've been practicing law?
I know I look so much younger than that, but yeah, 41 years.
Well, that you started very young, right out of the womb.
Yes, that's right.
Well, that's wonderful to be able to draw from that experience, and you're saying that your lawyers have so much trial experience early on. So you must get a lot of questions that pop up again and again from people. What are some of the more common things that people are interested in?
Well, a lot of people call, obviously, about motor vehicle accidents, which is a specialty of ours, and they ask, what to do. And we tell them not to rush, first of all. We tell them to stay off social media right away. Then there are people that call with regard to long-term disability policies, that they've been off work and suddenly they're cut off. And when they're cut off, oftentimes they're cut off for the wrong reason. They're asked about whether there's objective evidence, which is not necessary. They're asked about whether they want to go through an appeal process, which is not part of the policy. So there's a number of things we can assist them with, but we tend to say, look, slow down, to do some investigation, ask people about the lawyers that you're looking at, what their record is in the last few years about being in court, and make sure there's a few other things that those particular lawyers can do.
Well, I know in my own experience, when I found a lawyer that I really trust, been so helpful in things like buying a home. That
Sure.
can be a stressful experience, helping us with our wills. So the kind of questions that our viewers are going to pose, the Mike Murphy Law Group is prepared to do their best to answer them.
Yep, there's no problem. We have a lot of experience in all of those areas. When you are selecting a lawyer for your particular problem, as my father used to say, if you're going to go to a steakhouse, buy steak. Go to a fish house, buy fish. So find somebody who has a practice that's concentrated in real estate, concentrated in estate work, or is concentrated in motor vehicle personal injury or insurance matters. But we still have a lot of experience in a lot of reported decisions in all of those areas, and we'd be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, so let's turn it over to our viewers now.
Sure.
All right, Mike and the fine people at his team want you to send in your questions. Now, they will not take on your case on air. This is just questions about legal matters, not an actual legal problem solved to this. So send in your emails, your questions rather, via email or text. We're going to select 3 or 4, and the next time we're together, which is Friday, November 14th, we will, in fact, do our best, or Mike and his team will do his best to answer those questions on air. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
We're going to get inundated with questions, so you and your team get ready.
Thank you. We have lots of people to answer the questions.
Wonderful. That was Mike Murphy with our partners at Mike Murphy Law. And again, it's your turn. Send us your legal questions to our email, yourmorningatlantic@ctv.ca, or text us at 10400.
This edition of Legal Insiders, brought to you by the Mike Murphy Law Group.
So if you'd like to connect with us, ask those questions for Legal Insiders, you can do so. Here's the email so you can see it clearly, yourmorningatlantic@ctv.ca, or text us at 10400. You can reach us with any matters at these ways, but particularly for Legal Insiders, just let us know that this is your legal question, and we'll do our best to have that answered for you on November 14th.
And now to the Maritimers marking milestones tomorrow. It's a 50th anniversary for Linda and Billy Blinkhorn of Grosse Pointe, Nova Scotia.
Great photo, 50 years married, congrats.
Congratulations.
And it's a 50th anniversary for Lorraine and Benson Wright of Merriganish, Nova Scotia. Look at them 50 years ago, looking fantastic.
Gorgeous, happy anniversary. It's also a 50th anniversary for Joseph and Lorena Murphy of New Bandon, New Brunswick.
That great shot from back in the day. Love the cake. And happy anniversary to Brian and Ann Bolden of Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, celebrating 50 years today.
Happy anniversary.
Congrats.
It's also a 67th anniversary for Paula and Charles Newcomb of Ship Harbor, Nova Scotia.
Congrats, you two. 67 years. What a milestone to celebrate. Now, to see your milestone again or find out how to submit one, visit our website or scan the QR code on your screen. And a reminder that our milestones must be received at least 2 weeks in advance.
Milestones, brought to you by the Berkeley Retirement Residences. Love this stage of life.
All right, well, the older a person gets, the more experience they have to draw from to give it advice.
That's the thinking behind a seniors advice hotline offered by a care home in Winnipeg. ABC's Danny New has the story.
Hello, operator. Give me the number for 911. If you need a little help, but it's not an emergency, you could call the residents at a care home in Winnipeg.
It's good to listen to people who are older than you. It really is.
About a month ago, Misericordia Place launched what they call their Life Advice line,
Press 0 for Cheryl's advice on being true to yourself,
where you can call in and receive free, experienced perspectives from residents like Cheryl here.
It's very important to live according to what you believe, because it's you who has to live with yourself later.
The initiative came as an extension of their art program, led by their artists in residence, Francesca, Natalie, and Toby.
When we are making art with people, they're telling us incredible stories, and we're meeting amazing people.
Live according to what you believe.
So they started going around and interviewing many of their residents from ages 58 to 97. For example, here's the advice from the 97-year-old, who shall remain nameless.
Brush your teeth and listen to your mother. You got it?
And here's Susan's advice on dating.
Follow your interests and they'll lead you to the one you love. Love will come to everybody. Surely it does, doesn't it?
And then there's Maurice, who kept drawing incredibly detailed sketches of wild animals in his hunting cabin in art class. So if you dial 6, you get moose hunting advice, such as how to make your own moose call.
A cow moose, I'll give you an example.
So far, the artists tell me they have received thousands of calls and are even getting some play from at least one local radio station. But how does Cheryl feel about all of this?
Like, you need to feel like you matter. So this program lets you feel like you do, and your feelings are current. And that's really nice.
So I'm not sure what your international phone pledge is, but if you call 1-204-788-8060, you can hear the rest of these timeless pieces of advice. In New York for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Canadian story.
Oh, I wonder how he got that tip.
It's a great tip. Well, I love that hotline. I'll have to call it. Okay, we're testing the recipe.
Yes.
Chef Alain, the kilted chef, he had to zip along, but he left the delicious bubbling curry behind. We're going to try it. Oh.
Tasty. It's like a light curry.
Yes. The vegetables, remember how tiny they were?
Yes.
They're full of flavor.
Oh, yeah.
I would say they're more flavorful than ever. I would not let that stop you from buying them and using them. They're so good. Wow, great job. I am so excited about the Saltscapes Expo. It's such a great opportunity to just get a sense of what's going on and get a jump on your Christmas shopping.
Absolutely. That's actually a good tip.
Good stuff. Okay, so the weekend weather. Oh, that is good, that last bite.
It's perfect for fall. All right, yeah, we're going to take a look at the 3-day forecast for the weekend. Today, we're going to see mainly cloudy skies across New Brunswick. We do have a chance of scattered showers, a high of 11. On Saturday, seeing sunshine return, but we do have some isolated showers expected for the southern region with a high of 12. And then on Sunday, a high of 15 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud. And then for Nova Scotia, looking at mainly cloudy skies for the most part as well. Cape Breton Island, we'll see a bit of sunshine early this morning. We do have a chance of isolated showers across the province today with a high of 13. 14 degrees on Saturday, mainly cloudy, expecting some scattered showers. And then on Sunday, sunshine returns, but we do have isolated showers returning to Cape Breton. And then for Prince Edward Island, a high of 12 degrees, mainly cloudy skies with scattered showers today. On Saturday, a high of 12, mainly cloudy with scattered showers yet again. And on Sunday, wet weather expected to continue across the island with a high of 13.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
It is Friday, October 17th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, job losses. TD pulls the plug on a Dieppe call center. Your top news headlines just ahead.
Unconditional, a breakthrough past limits to transform your future. That's the title of a new book by psychiatrist, author, and speaker Samra Zafar. She joins us this half hour on Your Morning Atlantic. And the book is not this visual, but we'll have the correct visuals in just a moment for you. There it is. See, I said it, and there it is.
Hey, good morning, Atlantic Canada. It is 8:01. Thank you so much for joining us here on Your Morning Atlantic. We'll have that book conversation coming up. Plus, Katie Kelly has your entertainment headlines. Lots to still come in the last hour. So if you're just joining us now, thank you so much. And if you've been watching for the past 2 hours, thank you for your continued support. I have some important news regarding a closure on a Nova Scotia highway. This just coming in from Nova Scotia RCMP. So those details will be coming up in the news. We'll tell you what you need to know. But first, it's a look at the weather.
And we're going to head over to Kitty Vitty. So we are going to see precipitation track across parts of the region. Today it's going to be a bit of a wet day ahead. Here's a live look at Kitty Vitty. You can see a cloudy, foggy start to the day. We're expecting a few showers and or drizzle in your area and across parts of Newfoundland today. And not a bad start to the day, but it is a bit breezy. So keep that in mind when you are heading out and layer up. 7 degrees right now in Fredericton, 10 starting off your day in Charlottetown with 8 early this morning in Halifax, 11 in Sydney, 7 degrees over in St. John's, Newfoundland. So here's a look at our satellite and radar. You can see that cloud coverage we're seeing for the Maritime region, mainly cloudy skies expected today with a chance of scattered showers for New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. Isolated showers expected for Nova Scotia, seeing the heaviest of that precipitation expected for parts of Labrador today. In terms of the wind out of the north and northeast this morning, will be a bit breezy today. Right now, 35 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 33 into Canso, 19 starting off your day in Charlottetown and in Truro and Moncton, 24 kilometers per hour in Halifax. Wind gusts getting up to 41 this morning in Yarmouth, 39 kilometers per hour in Edmonton, 31 into Grand Manan and St. John as well as Truro. We'll have another look at your weekend forecast ahead, but first a look at your local news headlines with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. And to developing news now, an accident on the highway between East Preston, Nova Scotia and Mineville. Halifax RCMP say officers and Halifax Fire are responding to a crash on Highway 107 near exit 17, between exit 17 and 18. There's no word this morning if anyone was hurt or how many vehicles were involved, but police do say Highway 107 will be closed between exit 18 and 17 for some time. They are asking drivers to use another route and to avoid the area. A police watchdog in Western Canada will now investigate potential police wrongdoing in connection with the wrongful conviction of Glenn Assoon.
I'm an innocent man. I've always been innocent, and I always will be innocent.
Assoon was convicted of killing his ex-girlfriend Brenda Way in 1999 and was acquitted in 2019 after spending 17 years in prison. He then died in 2023 at the age of 67. Alberta's Police Oversight Agency will now begin examining whether police broke the law when they investigated Way's murder, which has never been solved. An 8-year-old girl is recovering in hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after she was hit by a car in New Glasgow. In a release issued this morning, police say emergency teams were called to the vehicle-pedestrian collision on Almont Avenue around 3:15 p.m. Wednesday. Police say the driver of a Ford F-150 was traveling north and the driver's view may have been obstructed by another vehicle stopped on the east side of Fraser Street. The child was taken to the Aberdeen hospital. Police say speed was not a factor. In New Brunswick, TD Bank is closing a major call center in Dieppe. The call center is closing, but TD's office will remain open. TD first announced plans for a new call center in the Greater Moncton area in May 2017. At the time, the provincial government said the center would create up to 575 full-time jobs. That's around $9 million in financial assistance was also provided by the province. A company spokesperson did not provide job loss numbers, saying they're actively working with call center employees to find them opportunities within TD. New softwood lumber tariffs are adding to uncertainty and shaking the confidence for those in the industry, especially in rural New Brunswick. For example, the Carleton Victoria Forest Products Marketing Board had sales of $4.7 million last year, but is on track for a $3 million reduction this year.
A lot of local businesses here that sell groceries, tires, parts, whatever, are not getting that $3 million less that Carleton Victoria is experiencing right now. So this isn't just an impact on the private woodlot owners. This is an impact on the rural economy of New Brunswick.
Our softwood mills are very efficient, but at the same time, there's no way they can cover a 45% tariff, a cumulative tariff of 45%. So we're very, very concerned where this is going.
In addition to the existing 35% tariff on softwood lumber, a further 10% was added Tuesday. And a new 25% duty was also placed on some finished wood products like cabinets and vanities. Another 25% could be added to that industry in the new year. Despite the rain, dry wells continue to be a problem around the Maritimes.
This is the worst year ever, and I've been there, 40 years now, and it certainly is. And speaking to all my neighbours, exactly the same thing.
Water stations have opened in some areas to help residents, like in Elmsdale. Emergency Management Minister for Nova Scotia, Kim Masland, says the government has spent $700,000 on bottled water to help people across the province. It is a short-term fix, but the provincial government says there are funding options available to help residents deal with the drought long-term through their municipalities. You'll be paying a little less to fill up at pumps in the Maritimes. Beginning with Nova Scotia's Zone 1, the Halifax area, gas fell by nearly 3 cents a litre. It's down by 2.7 cents. The minimum price, $1.35.8. Diesel slipped by 0.7 of a cent. The minimum price in the Halifax area, now $1.54.8. In Prince Edward Island, gas fell by 2.8 cents. The minimum price, now $1.43.9 a litre. And diesel fell by 0.5 cent. The minimum price, now $1.60.8. And in New Brunswick, gas fell by 1.2 cents. The maximum price, $1.49 a litre. And diesel slipped by 0.5 cent. The maximum price, now $1.70.2. Finally, Canadian fans of the Lord of the Rings franchise are in for a treat next year. There's going to be a special cast reunion tour, and it's making 2 stops in this country in 2026, one at the Calgary Expo in April, and the other at Toronto's Big Fan Expo in August. The event is being promoted as an evening with the Hobbits, and it will feature a conversation with all the actors up on stage. The tour is also marking 25 years since the release of the film, so locally, you're seeing video from HalCon. Sean Astin's going to be at HalCon in just like 21 days, and then these two, Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan, they played Pippin and Merry. I mean, they also were in Halifax in early 2024 when they were here for Neptune's production of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. So, yeah, we just haven't had Elijah Wood here.
I know.
It's coming. He's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't been announced officially, but Hobbit fans like our control room's Vicky Bow are manifesting.
Hobbits.
Yeah, she loves
he will be here.
Lord of the Rings, Vicky's thing.
Absolutely loves it.
I met Billy Boyd. He's lovely.
Yeah?
I saw the show at Neptune. Fantastic.
He looks like he'd be lovely.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, so sweet. And yeah, Sean Astin will be at HalCon.
Very cool.
That's like in 21 days.
Fun.
Samwise
Was in Stranger Things as well.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not at all related, but super cool.
Okay.
I think you're gonna like this story.
Well,
what happens when you find a random egg on the side of the road and then put it in an incubator?
Oh.
Well, this family in South Dakota was surprised that the egg successfully hatched into, that's a baby wild turkey.
Oh, wow.
The Balfour family was delighted with the discovery. They took to raising the little chick with a gentle hand, and the turkey soon became a feathered friend to every member of the family, but especially the dog, who became its surrogate mother.
Oh, my gosh.
So now that the turkey has actually grown to become a full-size bird, the family has decided to send her to grandma's farm. This is not a euphemism. She really is going to go live on the grandmother's farm, where she'll have the space to roam. So they'll be able to visit her. She'll never be dinner.
Okay.
She'll always be a friend.
That's nice.
You can always say hi.
She's oddly beautiful. Look at that. What a story.
That's a cool one.
Cuter
Yeah, I
when she
liked
was
it.
little.
What'd you say?
Huh? Cuter when she was a little chick.
I think she's
Got a little, what's that thing called? that
I'm
hangs
not
there?
exactly sure. but
Giblet? I don't know.
She's come right around.
There's a
She's
giblet inside.
I don't
No, I think she's still very beautiful. She's got a unique thing going on. Anyway, we're talking turkey, are we?
Yeah.
Talking to
Please, we're gonna have to go take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're going to take a break. We're going to go all the way down to Lower Truro. Cloudy there this morning, but still beautiful. Latavia will have the latest look at the forecast right after this.
Happy Friday, Atlantic Canada. The time now is 8:13 on your Friday morning. We're taking a live look at Moncton. 9 degrees starting off your day, mainly cloudy skies, expecting a chance of scattered showers throughout the day today. Weather is brought to you by ALC.ca, and we are seeing some precipitation track across much of the region today. As of right now, 7 degrees as you head outdoors in Fredericton, 10 into Charlottetown, 9 degrees starting off your day in Halifax, with 11 in Sydney and 7 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our forecast timeline. So Newfoundland seeing a foggy, cloudy start to the day. We do have a chance of showers and or drizzle throughout your day today. The heaviest of the precipitation for today will be in parts of Labrador and then into the Maritime region. Mainly cloudy skies for the most part. We will be seeing a bit of sunshine for parts of Cape Breton Island, eastern Nova Scotia. But looking at a chance of scattered showers throughout the day today for parts of New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, seeing a chance of isolated showers for parts of Nova Scotia. Into the evening and overnight hours, much of the same expected. A cloudier night ahead. We do have a chance of some precipitation lurking into early Saturday morning, where we will be seeing some clouds clear out, leaving sunshine, but also some lingering precipitation in our forecast for Saturday. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, only going to see around 2 to 5 millimeters for parts of all 3 maritime provinces, seeing the heaviest of that precipitation for parts of Labrador at around 5 to 20 millimeters, and only around 2 to 5 millimeters for parts of Newfoundland. So for our forecast today for New Brunswick, mainly cloudy skies today. We do have that chance of scattered showers across the province. Daytime highs will range from 11 to 15 degrees and wind gusts getting up to 40 kilometers per hour. And for Prince Edward Island, much of the same expected, mainly cloudy skies, a chance of scattered showers with highs between 11 to 13 degrees, wind gusts also getting up to 40 kilometers per hour. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, looking at a mix of sun and cloud and then increasing cloudiness, a chance of some isolated showers expected with highs ranging from 12 to 15 degrees. For the rest of Nova Scotia, mainly cloudy skies with a chance of isolated showers on and off throughout the day today. Highs will range from 13 to 16 degrees, being the warmest into Shelburne. For Labrador, we're looking at some mixed precipitation throughout the day today. A chance of flurries early in the morning transitions over to a chance of showers. A high of only 5 degrees in Labrador City, with 10 degrees into St. John's, looking at a chance of showers and or drizzle throughout your day. On Saturday, cooler temperatures yet again remaining seasonal for most of the Maritime region. We will be seeing clouds clear out for parts of New Brunswick, leaving some sunshine, but we do have some isolated showers still lingering for parts of the Maritime region. Also going to see a chance of showers for parts of Labrador. Sunday's forecast, temperatures will warm up above seasonal yet again for much of the region. We do have that cloud coverage clearing, leaving some more sunshine for parts of the Maritime region. Still seeing a chance of some isolated showers for parts of the Maritimes as well. So that's a look at your weather forecast. We'll throw things over to Amanda for your national and international news headlines.
Music fans in shock this morning after hearing that legendary Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley died in New Jersey at the age of 74. The co-founder of the rock group was injured in a fall last month in his studio. This month, he pulled out of remaining dates on his calendar due to medical issues. Frehley wrote a series of songs for Kiss, including Shock Me and Talk to Me. He played on 9 studio albums and 2 live discs. Frehley was affectionately known as the Spaceman. The Canadian passport has overtaken its American counterpart in a passport power ranking. The Henley Passport Index ranks Canada 9th for how many countries Canadians can access without applying for a visa. The U.S. passport is in 12th place, knocked out of the top 10 for the first time. Singapore sits at number 1. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Seattle Mariners 8-2 to tie the American League Championship Series at 2 games apiece.
A well-hit ball to right field, going to backhand zone.
not much rest. The Jays get right back at it today with Game 5 still in Seattle. To another sport now, pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in our region and across North America, but experts are sounding the alarm on the number of injuries. CTV's Alex Carpa has more on what to watch out for.
The sport of pickleball is a hit with Canadians and is growing in popularity.
Fell in love with it instantly.
Tony Scavarelli has been playing for 3 years. He likes it so much, he became an instructor.
Pickleball is probably one of the best sports for you physically and mentally.
But as the sport's popularity grows, so too do the number of injuries. In addition to the regular knee and shoulder pains, a new study from the Journal of the American Medical Association finds that pickleball-related eye injuries have increased over the past 4 years.
You're generally a little bit lower. People lob in this game a lot more than they were before as well, and so you have that downward momentum. If people just may not have their paddle in the right place to secure it, and also just not expecting it as well.
The report finds that some of the more severe eye injuries include orbital fractures and retinal detachment from either the pickleball itself or the paddle.
Whenever something's very popular, you see more injuries.
Optometrist Dr. Nadine Shelton says she saw a handful of patients for pickleball-related injuries this past summer. She says people should wear eye protection even though it's not mandatory.
We're going to recommend wearing glasses, wearing sunglasses. There is sports glasses. We can do safety glasses, or have had groups of people coming in, sometimes even as a pickleball team, getting sports glasses or getting safety glasses to protect their eyes.
A message on safety, Scavarelli says he will give to the new players so they too can enjoy the sport he loves. Alex Carpa, CTV News, Winnipeg.
Thank you so much, Alex. A quick break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we'll sit down for a conversation with an author on the release of her second book. That's coming up on the other side of this break. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. It's 8:22. Our next guest is the author of Unconditional, Release Your Past to Transform Your Future. It was written by Dr. Samra Zafar, who is a medical doctor, women's rights advocate, and professional speaker. And in the book, she shares her personal story to help other women live their lives better. So we welcome Dr. Zafar in studio this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you.
Such a pleasure to have you when you're in town. You normally live in Toronto, you're in town for a book tour.
Yes, I am, and we have 2 book signings happening today. One is at Big Mac Mall, 12 to 2, and then Bayers Lake Indigo, 6 to 7.
Well, everyone's going to want to head out and meet you after they hear your story. So in the book, you share very, very, very openly your personal story to help people, as you say, break through their past limits to transform their future. But I think if you take a moment to share with the viewers just the obstacles you overcame to get where you are, they're going to better understand why you did this.
Absolutely. So I arrived in Canada as a child bride in a forced marriage. I came here knowing no one, feeling so alone and terrified, yet with a little bit of hope that maybe this is the land where I can fulfill all my dreams and go to school and have a career and live an empowered life. Yet those dreams were cut short. I was in an abusive marriage for over a decade, and it took me a long time to fight my way out of that and build a new life for myself and my daughters. And what I realized then, that my story wasn't just my story. It is the story of so many women, so many people, not just who are, going through similar challenges, but other challenges where they feel stuck, where they feel like, I can't move on from this obstacle. I can't move forward with my life. Like they feel trapped in their circumstances, and I wanted to give people hope and a roadmap for healing, and this is why I do the work that I do.
Yeah, okay, so the book really is that. It's a roadmap for healing. You tell your story and you go through chapter by chapter. It's very deeply researched, where you give advice, and then people have an opportunity to apply it to their own lives. But as I'm reading the book, you're very raw about your own experiences, and your own experiences are very different from mine, but yet I felt that I could relate very easily to what you were going through. And I think other women will as well. I think the big challenge for people is they often, you called your marriage a windowless room when you were in that situation. I think a lot of people are kind of trapped in their circumstances, and they don't even know that there's another life out there.
100%, yeah.
So how do you start the process of releasing to kind of build a better life?
That's such a great question. And when I think about my journey, especially after I left my marriage, I thought my biggest challenge would be to learn new skills, how to fill gas in my car, how to pay my bills, etc. But I realized that my biggest challenge and my biggest journey, which I'm still on and I think I will always be on, is unlearning and shedding the things that were holding me back subconsciously. And I think we all have that because we grow up in societies and cultures and religions and other societal structures where we're told a set of beliefs that we have to subscribe to, and those become our unconscious patterns. And when you're shedding, it's really important to go within rather than go outside.
And here you are doing, you're speaking at an engagement, and I think a lot of times you talk about it in your book Unconditional, and I bet you talk about it when you're speaking to large groups. We tell ourselves stories. We're like, even you were quite young when you were saying this yourself, it's too late for me. It's too late for me. I'm too old. I'm other people might say things like my circumstances, they don't understand me. I'm too busy. I have no money. We tell us these stories and then they keep us trapped.
They do, yeah.
How do we change that dialogue?
So when I think about it, I've broken that down into like a 3-step process of acting courageously, living authentically. One is when you're faced with that challenge, lean into your why. Understand, like, you know that dream that you have that no one else can see? Even those years in the beginning of my marriage when I had zero indication that I will ever be able to go to university, I would stand in front of a mirror and I would practice my graduation speech. When there was no hope.
Wow.
But I would keep the hope alive. So lean in, you know, whenever I'm going through that tough challenge, when I wanted to go to medical school, I would close my eyes and I would think about what I want to do with my life, what I want to do with my career. Number 2 is just because your path is clear, your dream is clear, doesn't mean that just because your dream is clear doesn't mean your path will be clear. So there will be obstacles. And at that time, you really have to remind yourself that you have what it takes and build community around you. And that's the last thing is really build the right people around you. And sometimes that support comes from unexpected places. I often say, you know, keep auditing your social circle and your life. Let go of people that don't serve your purpose, that don't serve you well, and invite people intentionally that lift you up and make you feel incredible about yourself. And that is a game changer.
Well, Dr. Zafar, I really appreciate you coming in today, and people can buy your book. They can even meet you today in person. I know that you really love talking to people.
I do.
And,
I'm so excited to meet everybody.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you, and thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we have put a link to Dr. Zafar's information on our website to make it easy for you to find. Yeah, we'll take a break and be back with more of Your Morning Atlantic right after this.
Still ahead, we will have all your top entertainment headlines with CTV's Katie Kelly in our last half hour here on the Friday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic, Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. Time now is 8:31 on your Friday. Inching close to the weekend.
Yes.
Yep. Almost done this week. It's crazy. It feels like it kind of flew by.
And inching closer to the end of our contest. As
I know.
One more week left.
Yes. How the heck do people win, Amanda?
Well, let me tell you, we're giving away $20,000, but you need today's code word. And the word is Friday. Friday.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a while. You can go to the contest page on ctvatlantic.ca, or if you've got a smartphone, scan the QR code on your screen, follow the link there, and enter Friday along with your information for your chance to win CTV Your Morning Atlantic's $20,000 giveaway, and we'll have a new code word on Monday.
Yay. Okay, love our contest. Love my conversation with Dr. Zafar.
Yeah.
I'm so excited she's in town. You can meet her in Dartmouth this afternoon and in Halifax this evening.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
I know.
You know what? Like, don't let the weather get in your way.
It's not too bad either. It's a little chilly, breezy across the region. We do have some light shower activity, but it's still a great day. It's still a great fall day, right? It's
Yeah.
what you kind of expect around this time of year. We're going to take a look at Peggy's Cove. You can see here, a bit of a cloudy start to the day. Not currently seeing any precipitation in your area. We do have a chance of isolated showers expected right across Nova Scotia throughout the day today. But other than that, We are going to see a much warmer start to the day, at least than what we saw yesterday morning. Feeling quite cool, though, because of the breezy winds we're seeing across the region. 7 degrees as you head outdoors in Fredericton, 10 starting off your day in Charlottetown with 11 in Sydney, 9 degrees early this morning in Halifax, and 8 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our satellite and radar. So a cloudy and foggy start to the day for parts of Newfoundland. Also seeing periods of showers and or drizzle today. The heaviest of that precipitation will be around parts of Labrador. And for the Maritime region, mainly cloudy skies for the most part, and seeing a chance of some scattered showers for New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. Isolated showers expected across Nova Scotia. Wind out of the northeast this morning. As of right now, a bit breezy, 35 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 28 into Charlottetown and St. John, New Brunswick, with 26 kilometers per hour in Halifax and Canso. Wind gusts getting up to 39 kilometers per hour in Edmundston as well as into Halifax, 37 into St. John, New Brunswick, with 31 into Yarmouth and Greenwood. We'll have one last look at your weekend forecast just ahead. One last look at your local news headlines with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. And we have developing news now. There is an accident on the highway between East Preston, Nova Scotia, and Mineville. Here is a live look at the scene. This is Highway 107 near exit 17. The highway is closed between exit 17 and 18. Halifax RCMP say officers and Halifax Fire are responding to the crash. No details this hour if anyone was hurt, and no details on the crash itself, but police do say that Highway 107 between exits 17 and 18 will be closed for some time. Traffic is being rerouted for drivers heading into this city. This is impacting inbound traffic. We will continue to cover this developing story after our show on our website. That is ctvnewsatlantic.ca. Again, Nova Scotia Highway 107 closed between exits 17 and 18 due to a collision. No details this morning on the collision itself or if anyone was hurt, but police say this area will be closed for some time. Police in Halifax believe there are people who have information that could help solve the case of Donald Jermaine Stevenson, who was murdered in the city 15 years ago. They say the 21-year-old was shot to death inside a North End home on October 16th, 2010. Investigators believe a man wearing a skull mask shot Stevenson before fleeing on foot to a nearby silver SUV driven by someone else. Police do not believe this was a random act of violence, and anyone with information is asked to contact police. An 8-year-old girl is recovering in hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after she was hit by a car in New Glasgow. In a release issued this morning, police say emergency teams were called to the vehicle-pedestrian collision on Almont Avenue around 3:15 p.m. Wednesday. Police say the driver of a Ford F-150 was traveling north, and the driver's view may have been obstructed by another vehicle stopped on the east side of Fraser Street. The child was taken to the Aberdeen Hospital. Police say speed was not a factor. A police watchdog in Western Canada will now investigate potential police wrongdoing in connection with the wrongful conviction of Glenn Assoon.
I'm an innocent man. I've always been innocent, and I always will be innocent.
Assoon was convicted of killing his ex-girlfriend Brenda Way in 1999 and was acquitted in 2019 after spending 17 years in prison. He then died in 2023 at the age of 67. Alberta's police oversight agency will now begin examining whether police broke the law when they investigated Way's murder.
We've asked them to focus on allegations that the RCMP in Nova Scotia may have inappropriately destroyed evidence and examine whether any member of the Halifax Regional Police committed any offense, whether it be perjury or otherwise.
It is a 3-year contract with Search worth nearly $2 million, but Nova Scotia's police watchdog says there's no way to know how long an investigation like this will take. Way's murder has never been solved. TD Bank is closing a major call center in Dieppe. The call center is closing, but TD's office will remain open. TD first announced plans for a new call center in the Greater Moncton area in May 2017. And at the time, the provincial government said the center would create up to 575 full-time jobs. TD Bank says it is supporting on camera? Okay, thank you so much. Apologies, we have a technical error there. We'll continue to follow that story. TD Bank said that it did not provide job loss numbers, saying they're actively working on the call center employees to find them opportunities. within TD. New Brunswick's free radon test kit program has run out of supply since demand has soared.
We started hearing from libraries before noon on Wednesday. So that's less than 24 hours after the program was officially announced. We started hearing that they had exhausted their initial supply.
NB Lung says it's thrilled to see the demand for free testing kits, but is frustrated that some residents were turned away. The charity says once high radon is found, mitigation systems can cost over $3,000. Health experts estimate 1 in 4 homes in New Brunswick has elevated radon levels. Libraries are hoping to get more free kits next week. Finally, you'll be paying less to fill up at pumps in the Maritimes. Beginning in Nova Scotia Zone 1, that is the Halifax area, gas fell by 2.7 cents. The minimum price now $1.35.8 a litre, and diesel slipped by 0.7 cents. The minimum price in the Halifax area now $1.54.8. In Prince Edward Island, gas fell by 2.8 cents. The minimum price now $1.43.9 a litre, and diesel fell by 0.5 cent. The minimum price now $1.60.8 a litre. And in New Brunswick, gas fell by 1.2 cents. The maximum price now $1.49 a litre, and diesel slipped by 0.5 cent. The maximum price now $1.70.2. And that is your last look at your local news headlines on this Friday morning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great job rolling with those little tech issues.
Yes, sometimes they happen.
Gotta roll with them.
Gotta roll with them.
Just like
have
you.
more coffee.
Just grab a coffee, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on. We get the control. Were we able to show the flowers video? There, let me know if we can show the flowers video. Otherwise, we're going to go to community calendar. Yeah,
okay.
We'll save
the
that
answer
one
is
for
no.
another
We'll
time.
save that.
And you're on.
Yeah. We'll talk about your community calendar, highlighting some events taking place this upcoming weekend. The 5th annual Cranberry Festival returns this Saturday, October 18th. Enjoy the market and cafe, cranberry harvest tours, lobster fishing demos, apple cider demo, as well as music, dancing, and so much more. The festival will run from 9 to 7 p.m. And we also have a spooky event. So enter into the darkness for a night of fear. The Haunted Mansion in Kensington, Prince Edward Island is back for its 25th year. This year, you're in for a good spooking. So PEI's largest haunted mansion will take place October 17th until the 30th, and you can visit their website to get your tickets. And the Lawrence and District Lions Club will be hosting a benefit concert this weekend at the local fire hall. On Sunday, October 19th, you can head to the Lawrence Town Fire Hall and enjoy musical performances, a 50-50 canteen, and so much more. So if you want to do that, there's a number on your screen to call if you need additional information. It will run from 12 to 6:30 p.m. And if you do have an upcoming event, please send us the details. We'd love to promote it. Your Morning Atlantic at ctv.ca. All right. All right, happy Friday. We're taking a live look at Burnt Coat Head this morning. 11 degrees and a cloudy start to the day. We are expecting some precipitation to track right across the region. Keep that in mind when you are heading out. 8:44 this morning. Much warmer start to the day than we saw Thursday morning, but feeling a bit cool because of that breeze we're seeing across the region. As of right now, 7 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton with 8 into St. John, New Brunswick. 10 degrees early this morning in Charlottetown with 9 in Halifax. 11 starting off your day in Sydney. 5 degrees over in Happy Valley Goose Bay. 6 degrees right now in Gander and 8 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. We're seeing a bit of precipitation, as you can see here, across the region. Early this morning for parts of Newfoundland, it is a foggy and cloudy start to the day. We do have a chance of showers and or drizzle in your area. Seeing the heaviest of precipitation focused in on parts of Labrador. Into the Maritime region, mainly cloudy skies, although we could see some sunshine for Cape Breton and parts of eastern Nova Scotia before increasing cloudiness, and we're going to see that precipitation as well. So a chance of scattered showers for parts of New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. A chance of some isolated showers showers tracking across parts of Nova Scotia. Same thing applies as we head towards this evening into the overnight hours. Early Saturday morning, we will be seeing some sunshine return in the Maritimes, but also some lingering precipitation in the forecast. And if you're wondering how much precipitation we're going to receive, it's going to remain quite light, only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for parts of all 3 maritime provinces, as well as only 2 to 5 millimeters for parts of Newfoundland. And then for Labrador, seeing the heaviest of that precipitation, as I had mentioned, 5 to 20 millimeters expected. Mainly cloudy skies for much of New Brunswick today. We do have a chance of scattered showers throughout the day with highs ranging from 11 to 15 degrees. Wind gusts picking up, getting up to 40 kilometers per hour. And then for Prince Edward Island, same thing applies. Mainly cloudy skies today. A chance of isolated showers with highs ranging from 11 to 13 degrees. Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia could see a mix of sun and cloud before increasing cloudiness, and then that chance of isolated showers also expected. Highs will range from 12 to 15 degrees, being the warmest into Sheet Harbour. For the rest of Nova Scotia, mainly cloudy skies, isolated showers expected throughout the day with highs between 13 to 16 degrees. We have a bit of mixed precipitation expected for parts of Labrador today, a high of 5 degrees in Labrador City, starting off the day with a chance of flurries and then transitioning over to a chance of showers into the afternoon. And then for St. John's, looking at a high of 10 degrees and a chance of showers and or drizzle throughout your day as well. Heading into the weekend, we will be seeing clouds start to clear out for parts of New Brunswick. Still seeing some lingering chance of showers for parts of Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. Also seeing a bit of wet weather for parts of Labrador. And then into Sunday's forecast, above seasonal daytime highs, seeing a lot more sunshine, Crystal.
Thank you so much. It's now almost 8:47. Katie Kelly's in the house here with all of your entertainment roundup. Okay, so let's hear it.
Yes, let's get started.
On your list?
Okay, well, we're going to start with everyone's favorite, Matt Anderson. Fans are about to get some good news. Another show has been announced.
The longer I listen, the less that I learn.
Due to overwhelming demand, the singer-songwriter has added a 4th show at the Lighthouse Arts Centre. It'll be on February 8th. It's part of his Hammer and the Rose Tour, which also stops in Glace Bay, Pictou, Charlottetown, Fredericton, St. John, Moncton, and more. You can go online for all of the details. Oh, I could just listen to him every morning.
What a voice.
I know, he's so good.
Voice. And a heart of gold, too.
Yes, yes. The sweetest, the sweetest angel. We love Matt Anderson. Someone else that we absolutely love, right there, right up there with Matt Anderson. A holiday tradition returns. One of the East Coast's most powerful live performers announced their annual run of shows. Yep, I was talking about our pal Adam Baldwin. So along with his band, the Jenny Wren, they'll take over the Lighthouse Arts Centre for 3 nights, December 11th, 12th, and 13th. The Dartmouth rocker, known for his gritty vocals and heartfelt storytelling, promises an unforgettable hometown run just before the holidays. So pre-sale tickets for these shows did sell out immediately for all 3 shows.
Wow.
And I believe a few more tickets do go on sale today, like the GA tickets. They're going to go really fast. They're going to go immediately.
Well,
so if you want tickets, like, get on there right at...
I would just buy tickets to support Adam Baldwin because he's the nicest man.
Isn't he
in the
so
world.
sweet? I know. If Adam Baldwin and Matt Anderson were just sitting right there all day, like, they could just be co-hosts.
Easy peasy.
And it would be the best.
People would love it, yeah.
I don't think either of them want to get up that early, though.
There you go. Our jobs are safe. Okay,
Yes.
What else?
So the holidays continue to get a whole lot more musical. Bruce Guthrow's Songwriter Circle is back, hosted by Dylan Guthrow. And this year's lineup is stacked. So on the bill, Donovan Woods, Gordy Sampson, our Cape Breton Grammy winner, and Emily Falvey. So this is 2 nights only, December 12th and 13th. It's inside the Bruce Guthrow Theatre at Casino Halifax. And it'll be all about intimate stories, unforgettable songs, as usual, and tickets are on sale now.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity. They're very intimate. It is a real opportunity for people who love music, people who make music.
I never miss one.
Yeah.
It'd be rare that I miss one. They're so good, and every single time you just learn something new and you leave so heartwarmed.
This is the thing. Exactly.
Yeah, it's really fun. Great Christmas gift. All right, and we've talked a lot about Christmas, but we're heading into 2026 next year, and you're invited to ring in the new year East Coast style. Casino Nova Scotia is throwing the biggest party of the year, featuring Rankin McGuinness and the Broken Reed.
December
The Music Nova Scotia Entertainer of the Year is bringing his big sound and high energy to the Bruce Guthrie Theatre on December 31st. Doors open at 10, the show starts at 11, and the countdown to 2026 starts here. Tickets for this are on sale now. If I was looking for anything to do on New Year's Eve, I would want to spend it with Rankin, right?
He and the Broken Reeds do a fun show. They were at the Broad Cove concert in Broad Cove, Nova Scotia, in Cape Breton this summer, and people are still talking about it. Great show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody
Lots
loves
of energy,
Rankin.
great music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. Okay, this is just a fun in case you missed it. Check this out.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
New Brunswick MP and Juno-winning artist David Miles singing "O Canada" in the House of Commons last week. He shared this video to Facebook in a post explaining that every Wednesday an MP gets to lead the national anthem. And last week, it was his turn. He added that it was great to sing again and that he's so grateful to serve this amazing country and its people. Oh, so nice to hear.
That's wonderful. That's what a neat tradition.
Isn't that sweet?
I mean, obviously, he's really good at singing. It would be fun to hear all the different MPs take their turn.
I know, totally. I know they should post them all. I bet all aren't so good, but definitely fun. Yeah, all right. That they do that. Okay, and finally, we have a contest happening. I've been promoting on CTV News at 6, but I wanted to make sure that your morning viewers know about this because today's the last day to enter. It's the Lots of Laughs Getaway. So the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival is set to return to Halifax next year. The event will take place August 6th to 9th on the Garrison grounds. It will feature 2 shows with headliner Matt Rife on Thursday and Friday, and a Sunday show with headliner Nikki Glazer. One lucky viewer will win 2 VIP tickets to Rife's show on August 7th. To enter, all you have to do is scan that QR code on your screen, or you can head to ctvatlantic.ca and follow the contest prompts. So this contest is open until 6 p.m. today. So don't miss your chance to enjoy some live comedy in the great outdoors.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll wrap up the show after this. See you in about 2 minutes.
Welcome back. We have your responses to our Move Morning Chat. Oh my gosh, so many people texted us. We can't share all the answers, but we're so grateful that you texted us. We were asking about our first and last concert, but first, we're gonna take a quick peek at the weather.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about the fact that it's cooling down just a bit, but still remaining seasonal for this time of year. We are gonna see temperatures rise into Sunday's forecast above seasonal yet again. We do have a bit of precipitation tracking across the region, but it's only around a 30 to 60% chance of it happening. Will take us into Saturday as well, but then sunshine returns on Sunday.
Okay, and a little bit of a warm-up. Okay, good to know. So we've got your text, and you guys have been to a lot of cool spots, like really interesting ones. All right, we got the graphics there. Here we go. Christina from St. Stephen, New Brunswick says, my first concert was Bryan Adams at the Moncton Coliseum in 1985, and my most recent was The Trues at the 506 Waterfront Container Village in St. John last May. Next, we have my first concert was Johnny Reid in Halifax. He touched my sister's hand as he sang to the crowd.
Wow. You never watched it.
Never watched it again. Amazing to see live. Can't quite remember the date, but I remember buying tickets for it, then winning tickets. So we turned the winning tickets into a hotel room and had a great time.
Amazing.
And my first concert was the Backstreet Boys in '97 at the Metro Center. Lost my voice for a few days. And my last concert was Oasis in Toronto back in August. 90s forever.
Oh yeah, woman of my own true heart.
Yeah, coming from Lindsay in Halifax. So many answers. We didn't even get to share them all.
Oh my gosh.
Ran out of time.
We want to hear your, well, we're going to read them and we're going to pour over them ourselves afterward and enjoy them because it's great. That's awesome. How much time do we have in control room? Oh, no, they pulled out the hook, everybody. We are off.
They're pushing up sides.
Exactly. Yeah, as we go through our last break. I'm like writing the exam. I've still got the writing as the person's ripping the page out of my
Hands up, Crystal. You're done.
My first concert was Bon Jovi. That's all I'll say. You guys have a great weekend, 8:57. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you Monday morning, 6 a.m. Bye.